part is some people again like you guys are full of it. All of you do not know what you are just joined in. Get back to your fucking poker slop.
Go back to your low effort poker slop. You know, if you really are confused by the evolutions, you can, Google and ask why it is like that. And then, actually, there's a lot of people willing to just tell you, but don't listen to them, I guess. Like,
Now there's a canon line, but the fact is Digimons can go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Even then, like within those series, even though when there is a canon line, they clearly state like, yeah, but like there's no set path for evolution for Digimon. And it's because they're not like biological creatures, they're fucking made of data. They evolve by absorbing.
It goes all the way back to Digimon World 1.
Exactly.
That's the first game, right? But let's start the stream where we can. Oh, are we?
Yeah, we're live.
Are we on stream?
We're already live. I wasn't wasting any time. VLC.
But yeah, absolutely. It's like it all started. Digimon. I'm asking again because I don't remember if you had said it. Digimon World 1 is where it all started, right?
No, it started with Tamagotchis in 1997, and Digimon World 1 is like one of the like one of the first games. One of the first
yeah, and that's the first game, which was obviously based off of the Tamagotchis.
Yeah,
the whole thing translated to from the Tamagotchis into the PS1.
Yeah.
Meaning that this Digimons could all the way back to the Tamagotchis evolve into anything.
Honestly, in general, what I realized with stupid people is that they don't seem to understand that a lot of things are the way they are because of history, but they don't understand history. So they just go like, oh, this is stupid. Just like, when someone complains about anime tropes, they don't seem to like recognize the fact that they're not even just anime tropes, they're just things that are based off of things that happened or have happened in Japan or in history in Japan. They don't understand that aspect, so they go like, oh, this is a stupid anime trope. They don't know any better.
This is anime trope, Mass Effect, the OG Mass Effect back in 2008, having you choose one female character as your wife or male character, and then being like, oh my god, that's so anime, so fucking anime.
Everything is anime because that's all I know.
Like here's something for some of the numbnuts to understand, right? Back 2008 is maybe peak for some anime fans, right? But anime wasn't peaking in the West, to put it like this.
Right.
Instead, you were made fun of for doing the Kamehameha. As some would put it.
So, like, one example I would also point out is the pervert trope, for example, because that's something that would be complained about in Japanese anime, for example. The thing is, though, it doesn't just come from Japanese anime, it's the fact that there are just really weird, like, old dudes in Japan that do weird things, and the pervert trope is based off of those people in real life, And a lot...
Yes.
And you have similar stuff in American, like, shows and cartoons, where you also have character tropes that are based off of, like, things that some real Americans have done or recognize. Imagine like me, a non-American, watching that and go like, "No, man, I fucking hate the fucking patriot trope. Ridiculous."
Like part of me is thinking that maybe the stupid dad is like something that has been forced onto them, but on the other hand, I'm like, no, that's can be are guilty.
Maybe it's possible. This is the thing. Like, there also might be historical reasons, or like, they pick a character and I go like, they exaggerate it, or like they use something more often just because we have recognized something silly happening once,
That's tapu.
But people just watch things and like they're in a vacuum, or like, my other favorite part is like people watching things and thinking all of like one country just all came together and go like, yeah, we're gonna make our entertainment like this. Like everyone agreed to that apparently.
It's like some people forget that it's not simply that art life imitates art. Though it all started with art imitating life.
And artists also imitate other artists, right? Because they were inspired by something, and other people found it funny too, so they kept making fun of it.
Yeah, but being inspired by other artists means that you were inspired by life. Get it?
I'm gonna inspire you to watch this Persona 4 play, dude.
Well, that was indeed inspired by other content creators. So that is inspired by life.
If you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to inspire you to kill yourself.
This whole method of post commentary all all inspired by brain scratch comms. Man, what
Man,
happened to those?
well, they were always like known to complain about a lot of things, but at least it was a bit funny. But now it's like that. Then they started like, some of them were just very.
They got old.
They
They
got-
got old. I think that's for me the answer. For me, the answer is that they got old and then got a bit too much into politics in real life.
Yeah, the politics I think was really what drew me away. It's like, you know what it is though? What annoys me more about any of those groups, it's not even so much the woke stuff, it's when they start talking about anime and they clearly don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yep.
But somehow I find that worse. I don't know why.
Yep. No, absolutely. I remember. Yeah. I never forget the fucking shit talk on Neptunia on Johnny stream. I'm like, no, you couldn't. How could you?
Well, you know what? I will never forgive you. Enemies for life! Enemies for life! How dare you!
But seriously though, how could you talk out of your ass so beautifully?
You don't know what you're talking about.
That's the beauty of being stupid, right? Or being ignorant. Stupidly ignorant. There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome everyone to the Persona 4 stream. It's been a while. We're finally done with the summer vacation arc, and now we're gonna go into the stop someone from transitioning and school trip arc. Lovely. 1, 2, 3.
Who's transitioning? Nobody's transitioning, Jess.
Oh, how little he knows. Don't worry, Yanis. We're on the good side. We're stopping the grooming.
There's the grooving, Jess.
Speaking of grooming, hey Yukiko, how are you doing? Do I have free time? I have always had free time to groom you. Wait,
I see it.
Hold on.
I see that.
Let me
I was
rephrase that.
thinking you were
Hold on.
going-
Let me rephrase that. There's
At first, I was thinking, wait, who's Yukiko grooming? And I was, oh.
You know, it's a good question who indeed is grooming who. There could be many answers. Life is multiple choice after all.
Life is multiple choice, yes.
Like how some choose to make tweets about them like planning to draw kids for Halloween. And I go like, why are people so mad? I was just joking. Imagine if I worked at the McDonald's and just made a picture of a burger and then go like, yeah, I'm gonna put some special sauce into this. Do you think I'll be allowed to work there?
No.
Even if I'm joking, it's like, food is like, when it comes to like giving food, it's all about trust, right? At the moment you start seeming less trustworthy, no one wants to deal with you.
Yep. Said it beautifully.
So Yukiko realizes that she doesn't actually mind taking over the inn. What she disliked was the fact that she was kind of forced into that role. And that's what she didn't like. But the family inn is like where her family is and where the people are that care about her. And she realizes that, and now she wants to help out more than ever.
Oh, so cute.
Adorable. This is why I'm not going to make you my girlfriend so then cheat on you like I did in my last playthrough. I am very sorry about that.
Wait, you actually cheated on her when you found out the other girl?
Yeah, no, okay, so first I went for Yukiko, then I went for Rise, and then I realized, oh, I made a mistake. I didn't want to do it like this.
Nakama.
Because you are my Nakama!
You are my friend.
You are... The jump scare is my favorite. You are my friend. Ah, da 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 da. At some point during the Naruto and Sasuke fight, Naruto should have really just jumped out of the earth and going, "You are my friend!" Ah, da 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 da.
I not only am I looking back at the jokes we made all those a year back or something, but I'm just remembering, man, that opening is so good.
It is a really good opening. It's just that it always jump scares you because it just comes out of nowhere and it's very loud. Naruto has some really good openings though altogether, to be fair.
Naruto has some really good openings. It also has a really it deserved to be called one of the big threes.
I think it's fair.
I feel after all those years of thinking back and everything and seeing some other analysis, right?
Yeah.
It deserved the praise it got. It really does. Animation may be a different story because Naruto really did get shafted, but
Original Naruto at least got shafted in animation.
Original Naruto, yeah.
I think Shippuden was mostly pretty good, well animated.
Yes, absolutely. I think Shippuden was where they like end of the Naruto's. Not only they knew Sasuke was like peak, right?
Yeah.
At original Naruto, but then at near the end of that original Naruto season, they really started to hamp up with the animation all over the place, right?
Yeah.
And then finished it off with like Shippuden just keeping that quality. Up until for what I've seen the war arc, because I actually absolutely like after Pain lost, then I saw them reuse characters. Like I actually don't feel like it. So boring.
I think one day you should just try to finish it anyway.
I should finish it because there is still.
And the final battle the final battle is good.
Yeah, there's still Peak, and then there's Betrayal of Peak before we get like a copy of paste of Peak.
And then we get the Peak ending, and
then we get
Boruto. We get 2 Peak movies. The best part about the Boruto movie, rather, I guess the arc about the Boruto movie, is when Boruto was not part of the fight.
I was thinking here just about the fact that Naruto finally got to fuck Hinata.
Yeah, that was the end of the last movie, I guess. And some filler episodes where they're trying to get Naruto, Hinata along, but then they don't, and then they do, and then they don't really, but then they do, and then there's a movie. You should just watch the movie. I think we heard part about the movie that it starts with young Naruto going like, yeah, the moon is never gonna fall on us. And then it like, time skip back to present day. The moon is falling on us, guys! What the fuck? Like it really was like the school question was like, what would you do if the moon was going to fall? It's like now it's like the moon is never gonna fall on us. It's like, okay, the moon is actually falling on us. What the fuck are we going to do about this? You better should have paid attention to school, Naruto.
I mean, to be honest, why should I worry about the moon falling when we already had 2 meteors dropping?
To be fair, a moon is a lot bigger than a meteor.
Alright, you know what? You're absolutely right on that end. I forgot that part. Like those rocks that what was it Itachi? Those Madara drops is like nothing. It's like throwing a rock into a pond.
I just can't constantly just think about Fujitora. Like when Fujitora and the other admiral were like fighting against the revolutionary army on Marie Joyce.
Yes.
And then like, Fujitora, help me out here. I'm going to summon my meteor. What the fuck, Fujitora? Stop! You can't fucking throw a meteor down in the holy city. Why not? You're going to kill the nobles. Yes, and fucking dick.
I at least I'm glad that everybody took Garp's lessons to heart.
Oh well. Anyway, Yosuke is like, I was being stupid, so you have to hit me. And then it's like, no, we're equals, we're hitting each other. That's fucking genius.
I love it. Equal lefts means equal rights. I messed it up, but yes. That reminds me of how much we beat up Emil back in God Eater too. I don't think I finished this story. Not like I want to finish that game. Anything about that game.
Well, Leader 2 was fun, but it went on for too fucking long.
Messed up with the character episodes.
I think the character episodes only like filled up when doing the free missions, and then also not being available on multiplayer really kind of boggles down everything.
Yes.
I just hope they do better in God Eater 3 when it comes to gameplay anyway. Story I'm not really expecting much, but the gameplay I'm pretty certain is better.
Yeah, absolutely. That I'm hoping that we get the combination of the two. We got a bit of much better managed character episodes. Like, how is it that Persona manages these character episodes better than... Oh, that's a completely different game.
Yeah, it's a single-player game where the social aspect is built into the story. So, it works and it makes sense. The character episodes means you have to stop completely doing everything just to do something, just to grind even more. Just so you can talk to a character for a bit and then have another mission with them that you've already done before, by the way. But then alone with those characters.
Yep. Absolute asinine. Let me put up Grand Blue Fantasy to remind me what we did again.
Grand Blue Fantasy,
those character episodes.
We just played the game. That's literally it. You just played the game.
Okay. Yeah, I felt there was something a bit more to it, but it was indeed just play the game and everything comes naturally.
Yes. I think it was more to just play as those characters and level up those characters or something like that.
Which is, by the way, I think that, yeah, that's right. What we didn't like about Grand Blue Fantasy was that the characters didn't level up if they weren't in the party.
That and
multiplayer.
It was mostly that the main story had no multiplayer. That was the biggest problem with that game.
Yes.
The main story should have had multiplayer. Anyway, now we became true friends with our bestie. Maybe fail at getting girlfriends together forever. Even though I'm totally getting a girlfriend he isn't.
Suck on that. Wait, no, don't suck. That's gay.
Do you think that adult Yosuke and you would be playing Elden Ring Night Lane together on their off days? Actually, maybe they're playing it together with Konji as well. Just playing Elden Ring Night Lane together.
Oh yeah, you have the right amount, so. But yeah, I booted up the game, and indeed, it was level up and just play the story, and everything unlocks on its own.
That's fantastic.
Such a simple concept.
I didn't need to quit the multiplayer session either to do the character episodes, I don't think. Or did I?
No. Not that I remember, no. I feel like you could just do it.
Yeah.
Then again, no, it had instances, so you could probably watch the cutscenes but not do the instances.
Not too certain about that one.
But still, though, the biggest space breaker was just the fact that you had to do a lot of free missions just to continue. I can't stand that fact.
I also feel like Grand Blue Fantasy Relank's gameplay is better overall. This is on a newer system and it is just really well. The control's really good and it's very fast paced as well. But I also just think the challenge gets better too with the multiplayer missions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I have to think about it.
But I also wasn't fighting 50 Yakshas in that game. Maybe that helped.
Yeah, that absolutely helps. Don't worry, we're guaranteed to hunt something similar to Monster Hunter.
God fucking damn it.
But not because the game says so, because we just have to grind for materials.
God fucking damn it. I fear for whatever game Ennis picks after Hollow Knight. I will only request him to at least pick a 1 or 2 stream long game, like multiplayer game or something. Either like a fighting game, racing game, or just a chill game, simulator game, whatever the fuck. Just a short game before he picks his big game or whatever game he's wanted to pick. I don't know. I worry what Ennis' next pick will be. He's gonna pick like fucking Monster Hunter 500. I don't know how many Monster Hunter games there are. The fact that Ennis isn't replying means that he's thinking about it.
How about...
Anyway.
I don't know if it's long or short, but how about one of the Pirate Warrior games?
I'm actually, I'm down with that. Sure, you can do that.
Like, we may, if the story mode is doable either online or local.
Pretty certain.
Basically balling.
Both 4 and 3 have like online I think the story mode is multiplayer in both of those games. I think.
I have to check if I have Pirate Warrior. I have Pirate Warrior 4, I believe, thanks to you, but...
Yeah, I was thinking Pirate Warriors 4 because we did 3 on the other channel, but I don't mind doing 3 again as well, because it has been a while. since we did 3.
And it's just basically just doing the same.
No, Pirate Warriors 4
Story.
skips a lot of the story and mostly focuses on
right.
Whole Cake Island and basically just it mostly focuses on the New World. And mostly like Whole Cake Island, Westerosa, and you know, whatever there is of fucking what's it called, Wano.
See what about Pirate Warriors 3 if it's still there.
To be fair, Pirate Warriors 3 on PC is not that good, as far as I remember. I don't think they haven't fixed it either. Pirate Warriors 3, like, for Pirate Warriors 3, they picked the PlayStation 3 version on the lowest setting and let it stock on there for the PC version, for no fucking reason.
It was so evil.
It's really stupid. So, if we were to do, I think we're probably gonna do 4. If we were to do 3, I think I'd have to invite you over, and we'd have to play locally. Also, Shu's birthday, it was Shu's birthday, and we decided, you know what? Let's bring our friends along, and you know, Shu just can't believe that we just have so many people just joining his birthday party because of what we did, and now he gets to see the girl failures in front. All fucking
Not only is he surrounded by like men, but also by women, which some of them might be too beautiful for him.
And we just turn the light off, and now they're all fucking like no, it's more like they're all fucking dumb.
They died. What happened here?
Someone turned the light off, and that was the. Actually, no, I think it was like electricity outage for a few seconds, and then you know they all died.
I see.
I don't know. I really do like this though. Like it's like the character that's been alone most of the time kind of became snobby because of it, because he was constantly studying anyway. Now suddenly gets a bunch of friends coming over for the birthday party. That's like, what the fuck? Nice people exist? Crazy. But it's also like after he did do something wrong, right? And this guy's mom is mad at him. You know, we saw that kind of happening last time, but we don't know what happened. We'll find out in his final bit. But for now, you know, hey, happy birthday, random kids that I just happened to be tutoring at the time.
How kind, how wholesome.
How wholesome. I know what he's gonna tell. I was suspended from school. I'm sorry, Sensei. I cheated. I was so worried about the test. If I wasn't number 1, I thought that there's no point in anything if I'm not the best. It's all I can be. If I'm not, Mom won't love me anymore. Mom asked me why I did it. She said she was betrayed, embarrassed. She said I'm not her son. She was crying.
Punch him in the face. Hey, Shu, clench those teeth.
Fuck you hole! When I was able to write my name, she would tell anyone who would listen that I was a genius. So I did my best. I studied all the time so I could live up to her expectations. So that people would accept that Mom could raise a child on her own. I always had to be number 1. But then that transfer student came along. The school he came from was ahead of us, and he always got perfect scores on the tests. Plus, he's good at sports, good at talking to people. He became the best in everyone's eyes, and they all started laughing at me. I know that all I'm good at is studying, but now I don't even have that. Studying all day, no clubs, no friends. What do I have left? I don't have anything. Bakayo, you have your nakama!
Indeed, there's a moment where he has to clench his teeth and take a punch.
I think we watched too much anime. Anyway.
Sternly scold him.
Kindly reason with him. Yes, I won't ever do it again. It seems Shu understands. It's Mom, she's back.
Anyway, now the mom needs a correction.
Hold on, let me fuck your mom real quick. What?
Never mind, she was gonna do the correction instead.
Hello police, I'm about to report some suspicious activity.
Man, we're still 1 rank away from seeing the end of their stern talk.
I left the house, chased by the police.
I have to break the pace for both. I have to help my brother real quick. I'll be back.
God damn it! It's only been 17 minutes! Anyway. By the way, I wanted to gamble with Ennis. I mean, well, playing Night Train with Ennis, but I don't know what happened. He wasn't allowed. God damn it. Nah. I think we're gonna miss the dragon. Pretty certain Libra's next. Actually, I can. I'm just if I'm gonna wait anyway, might as well just look up. It's like Elden Ring Night Rain Ever Dark schedule. November then. November. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck off with your cookies. I don't want any cookies. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Oh no, we still have time to fight Galigo. Just have to do it on either Wednesday or... I don't know if it's on... I don't know if Thursday changes. Also, like, this doesn't list the next schedule. This one doesn't either. Alright. So I can only tell that in November 6th is the limit. Looking at this though, I mean, because of like it's switching around with 7 enemies, we don't know who the other Avatar could be. It could be Augur. It could be, what is his name? Wait, was Libra here? Wait, hold on, this is weird. Gladius, right? Gladius. We were doing After Dark since Gladius. Yeah. Looking at it, it's not impossible for the same thing to come twice. Fuck is Monster again? Those are the best. Interesting. Pirate Warriors 4, that would be an interesting one. I think, I'm not certain, but I think it's fully multiplayer. I'm gonna look it up. If not online, then at least local. Online co-op. Main story mode? You are able to play online co-op for dramatic fashion vlogs. Do is press triangle with F controller and use it. Make sure the other person. It seems that you can. Okay, besides the tutorial. Okay, yeah. I think Pirate Warriors 4 is probably going to be the game we're playing then. Very interesting. I was actually interested in playing Pirate Warriors recently too. So that's actually not a... Yeah, it's an interesting pick. I'm very pleased with that pick. When we get to it, of course. Pirate Warriors 4 is like not too lengthy either. Like, it's not short per se, but it's not like super long either. So, it's all good. Depends whether or not we also do the free logs, which we probably only would do if we actually felt like it, because I don't know if it really matters that much. But I'm more so wondering is how I'm going to do, what am I gonna do about save files and stuff. I don't want to start the game overpowered as fuck after all. Then there's a bunch of DLC characters I haven't bought yet. I might just ignore that. I don't really know. We actually, I think we did do Pirate Warriors 4 for a little bit to test out something. That was like local, it was with Parsec, I think. Did I gift Ennis Pirate Warriors 4? I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. Maybe I did. I don't know. It was very cheap, I think, because of the sales. Speaking of which, I'm pretty looking forward to the next sales because I kind of skipped the summer sales and I especially skipped the autumn sales. But I'm definitely saving up some money for the Christmas sale or the holiday sale, I should say. Definitely getting Elden Ring if I have the chance. Because I'm very much planning to play that game next. This the this like I've seen that there's like an anime with like a more with a different art style. This looks is this the anime that I'm thinking of? Oh, no, that's the I've seen like someone made a fan-made trailer of this before. Right. This is like the official thing, official animation. It's like a Chinese anime, I think. I really do like the art style though. There's like a, a different anime that's come out that has a pretty like I'd say like 2010-ish art style, 2015. I don't really know. I suppose, but I don't know which anime that is. I'm gonna turn off this heater because it's getting pretty warm in here now. A little bit too warm. It's like either cold as fuck in here. It's like warm as hell. Never fucking end. So I hate the season. Alright, turn it off. Usually it kind of turns itself off when it's like the ideal temperature, but I guess 28 degrees is still too hot. It's not that hot. It does usually not feel that warm during winter, though. I suppose I also don't wear this really thick shirt usually indoors. More of a recent thing. Like after I was like fucking with the actual heating company, it's like God, fuck, I'm never dealing with that shit again. Not turning anything on anymore. Two. I can't believe Ennis died along the way. It's only been 70 minutes. He's already dead. Can't believe it. Outwards 4 is definitely an interesting pick. I don't really know what game to pick next after like Ennis after Pirate Warriors 4. I don't think we're immediately gonna jump into Silk Song, but I definitely wouldn't mind. I wouldn't really mind jumping into Silk Song, not too late, because I'm pretty much looking forward to that game. I definitely had like Halo Cursed Edition in mind. I had another game in mind though before Halo Cursed Edition, but I'm not sure. You know, I definitely like. I was thinking like Mario 64, but I might do that for Monday instead. I'm not certain about. Not really sure what I want to do with that. Just like I wanted to do Mafia 2 as well. If we're controller switching and we're playing on the hardest difficulty for the shits and giggles, I thought I'm not sure if Monday is a good pick. I think Sunday might be a better pick for that idea. Doom Eternal, Ultra Night, not maybe not Ultra, but like Nightmare, also a possibility, of course. Just thinking, like, is there any Souls like we could play blind? I'm not certain about that one. I mean, it doesn't always have to be a blind playthrough, to be fair. But I think like most non-FromSoft Souls likes are only slightly difficult. I think FromSoft makes them a little bit harder for me anyway. Unless it's Sekiro. Sekiro was hard at first, but I've played it too many times for it's just it agrees with me a lot more than, let's say, Dark Souls. So I'm a lot better at that game than any other one of their games. I could see us playing first Berserker Kazan with controller switching though. I find that game a little bit more challenging. Not too certain. Man, I can't believe Ennis fucking died. That's so sad. I guess I have to pay respects. I should have at least had some like music playing in the background. I don't really know what. What music should I play? No, actually, I'm just gonna go for this. Yeah, this is like, this is works. You know, it's just like this relaxing OST. I guess this is whatever I imagine when I'm just doing a random event in anything. Like, I just randomly talk to people about absolutely nothing but mundane shit. This is the theme that plays in my mind. It's been embedded into me. You know, if I were to ever do like a fucking like sponsored like section, I would like play this in the background. That's what I would do. Say, hey, this is the amazing super gel that if you apply it to yourself, you get superpowers. You can buy it now at stores right now. I just, you know, that would be terrible if I were to actually say it like that. Then I'd have to actually write a script first. Nepgear is really cute. You know, I really have been thinking about it, but like slowly Nepgear is starting to become one of my big favorite characters, I guess. In a sense, I feel like Nepgear has the kind of character development that's only possible in this series because her character development happens off screen. It's pretty funny how her character went. Like the beginning is she's just a normal protagonist who's literally her quirk is just that she's normal. That's literally it. So they gave her a personality quirk of loving machines as a joke first, right? And then they kind of bullied her unnecessarily. Then in between those games, you know, Nepgear became a lot more competent in Victory 2 and actually like gave people information through hacking. Then, you know, like in one of the games, it's revealed that like she's been trying to do random character shit because she like is worried about people finding her boring because she's normal. And then in Sisters vs. Sisters, you know, she just fucking like, you know, is the main character again and actually made a fucking time machine. Holy shit!
And believe such a dog shit character gets to be the main character again.
I'm going to make you suffer in the pits of hell forever.
Like, how could she try and steal, like, this bland-ass character try and steal?
I shall burn you at the stake like the heretic you are!
Like, such a boring character. Good lord, where do they get the ideas from?
God damn it. So mad. So yeah, anyway. We got a school trip and they don't realize that on the school trip we're only just gonna have like go to another school who teaches us other things. What an amazing school trip, guys!
Am I also allowed to burn school?
I just love this part. It's like, you know, there's like convenience stores in Porta Island. There are convenience stores exist outside the village? Yes. What? I don't know. I never go outside. God damn it, Konji.
あいつが卒アルに乗っけた作文とか毎度テレビ出てきてほんとうざいぜ。会ったこともねえくせに好き勝手切り張りして生まれつきの犯罪者みてえに仕立てやがって、外面悪っぽいやつには何言ってもいいって世の中なんすかね。おかしいだろそれ。そりゃあの野郎が憎い気持ちは俺も同じっすよ。でもなんつか関わって初めて思うんすけど、世間の噂の方にも引いちまうっつうか。
I mean, in a sense, he's not exactly wrong, right? It's like, oh, this guy has been a bad person, but you know what? We are the news, we need to be more the sensationalists, so let's look for every little detail to make this guy even worse than you thought he was. For the views. And it might not even be true. It kind of reminds me of like how in Japan some police like officers had like placed like manga or something next to the corpse of the killer they shot down or something, or the person they arrested, I guess. And then go like, ah, you see, he was an otaku. Otaku are killers. Yes. If you are offensive otaku, you should bully him.
Do you remember that one psyop where they had this shooter go around with a camera? And then he turned the camera around to see that he was wearing a headset.
No, I don't remember that one actually.
No, you don't?
I don't remember that one. Maybe if I saw it or like... I don't really remember that one. When was that again?
I think it's been so many years, but it was somewhere in 2018, I think.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't remember. It's been too long.
It's like that whole scene played out, and I think it was a psyop purely because of how he then turned the camera around to show that he was wearing headphones, you know?
He turned the camera around, was wearing headphones, he winked at the camera, gave a thumbs up, did the Fortnite dance, and then he went back to shooting.
Exactly, you know, that's the kind of shit. He was doing the whole, oh look, I'm doing a first-person shooter thing. Like, yeah, that's so set up. You can't tell me that the CIA wasn't involved with that one.
Some things are clearly bullshit. I think the problem is what they don't understand either is like, that's like one person, right? Like, okay, so let's say one gamer is insane and shoots people, so I guess all gamers must go insane and shoot people. After 40 years.
Yes, this has been the logic for the last 40 years, though.
It has been, though. And like...
That's the problem I have. You know, it's a problem indeed.
I think the problem is, right, even the vendors will play into this and go like, ah, but you see, that person wasn't... It's like, no, your first argument should be, it doesn't fucking matter. That's one guy! You know, like, the ratio is like 99% of gamers don't shoot people.
Yes. But you know what? I guess now that women are also gamers, we can now conclude that women also are shooters.
98% of 98% of gamers are now not shooters.
But you know, yes, indeed. But you realize that, right? It's like they started broaming that fact of, oh look, now 50% of the gamer base are women. So that means that yes, indeed, 98% of the gamers are shooters.
You know, like, I'm really excited for the next hot game release, Candy Crush 2. I'm so fucking excited. Gonna be the best game ever made. You know, as a true gamer, I am truly excited for Farmville 3. You might be thinking, where's Farmville 2? No one talks about Farmville 2. I think they kind of ruined the story of Farmville with Farmville 2, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, the cow lore is completely fucking wrong, you know? I've watched the latest, like, Ginpochi episodes. I love how Kentucky...
I haven't yet.
Keep going. They're trying to, like, catch a fucking bunch of gangsters who robbed the bank. And Kentucky's like, I can't fucking do anything. I'm a teacher in this setting, you know? I respect the lore and power scaling. No one else, and all the other teachers don't. Except for Tsukuyo, who at first is like, ah, yes, you see, I am a, like... I'm a nurse and I'm a PA teacher. So I'm going to talk about sex in front of these three virgin gangsters. And when they're like ensnared with my beauty, I'm gonna hit them with this pocketed bazooka.
Ah, like a typical woman hiding bazookas where you shouldn't.
This episode, I genuinely thought this episode really did feel like a Gintama episode. To be fair, I think the Takazuki episode was fucking fantastic too. Actually, like the ending of that was like a 17 seconds short of Takasugi, to answer why he wasn't in the episode, and it's just like him waking up, looking at this alarm that's at, like alarm clock that's at like 7:45 a.m. and then he goes back to sleep. Not...
Is he not a teacher too?
No, he's a student. That's the funny part.
He's a student.
Yeah.
Oh my god, both Shikata and Takasugi have to respect this guy.
I like my favorite part is like, Takasugi, he had history with Gintoki and Katsura, and they showed the actual Gintama anime. It's like, that technically didn't happen here! That's not part of the story! Stop mentioning it! So far I would say like episode 3 and 5 might be my favorite ones. Anyway, new semester, new time for more dialogue. My favorite thing. I love reading. If someone shows him Final Fantasy 14, no, not like that. Get it away from me. Read, Nippa, read! No! Hold on, is that the Final Fantasy 14 book? Yes. Well, if it's a book, maybe it's 5 euro Anger, the one they're rating it. Get him away from me! Anything but Uranger. Or is Uranger? I don't know, man. I don't care. Leave him, leave me.
They never we don't listen to English dub, so we'll never learn.
It doesn't really help that, like, the translation is done by the super Antifa supporters, so, yeah, I don't think I wanna. Man, I remember when I just played 14 and I just had fun, and, the community was pretty fun, too. Then it's like, you realize most of them will read literally dog shit. Just so they can, just the entire thing, you can really just waste their time, but just, like, you can, like, I made this joke so many times, but, like, if you were to, like, write on the forums, first you should have, like, genuine criticisms of the game, and then the next 5 paragraphs should just be you be talking about why fries with mayonnaise is good food. For 5 whole paragraphs, they will read all of it. There's not a point where they go, like, this is wasting my time. No, they will read everything. And that's something I'll definitely do if I were to ever go, for whatever reason, to the 14 forums and, like, complain about something.
You have to pay a subscription.
To go on a fucking forum?
Yes.
And it's not like the 14 game subscription, right?
Yes, the 14 game subscription.
Okay.
I'm talking about you. If you want to go to the official 14 forum, you do have to pay your subscription.
To be honest, okay, that's dumb, but oh, right, sure. At least, I was supposed to think is, yeah, you have to pay a separate subscription to go to the forums. Like, fuck yourself, man. I still think it's stupid, though.
Yeah. For you can read though. You can read, but you cannot post.
But Dennis, I love posting without reading. If I can't post without reading, what's the point of life?
That was the whole thing where that was indeed the whole thing with where I got the opinion on Digimon Time Strangers.
Hey.
Like I was convinced the man that I was reading from was not reading the replies at all. He was trolling really well
so
because it's pretty straight up.
That's the average Twitter experience.
Yeah, it's like I think he will end it. I'm almost convinced he was trolling because he started saying, "Well, why should I, why should I ever have this discussion or listen to them when I'm right?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, all right."
Yeah, there's not really much to talk about then, right? Like the person already declares himself right and won't listen, so you might as well just, the only thing it's moments like that where you can't just simply say this guy's a retard, and then someone somewhere will go like, "That's not an argument." It's like, what part of I'm not going to argue do you not understand? It's also something I love about Twitter, right? When someone is clearly saying something massively stupid and everyone has already debunked it 50 times. And then you just simply say, yeah, this guy's clearly stupid. And someone goes in the comments, that's not an argument! It's like, yeah, it isn't, because I'm not trying to argue, you fucking idiot.
The argument's already done. We moved past this part. Why are you still here?
Holy shit. I'm not trying to convince the other person anything. I know the person is dumb, so I don't waste my time. I know you don't understand this aspect, but that's kind of how it is. Here's the thing, right? If someone is genuinely asking something and willing to listen, then I might argue. But if someone is just stating shit, and like, why should I even bother? I know they're going to just fucking ignore what you have to say and double down on it. Just engagement bait. Fuck him. Like, imagine if I, like, works actually. V's Twitter spat has been the funniest fucking thing. It's like, yeah, he was just like, he said like, Joan d'Arc is like the French version of Jean d'Arc, fucking French name.
Yes.
It's like the French version of Greta Thunberg, and he had a whole like description as to why he thinks so. And I don't know anything about it, so I could be stupid and go like, yeah, he's totally right, without like listening to anyone, and then people can call me retarded. That'd be totally fair, right? I'm just gonna say I don't know anything about it, so I just keep out of it. But I just find the reply so fucking funny. It's like, it's just the part of it is just the rage baiting from V. My favorite one going like, I think heretic should be burnt on the stake. If he replying with, well, to be fair, Johan did get burnt on the stake by the English church. I don't care if he's right or wrong in this part, that's just fucking funny, but I think V is clearly fucking bantering. But my favorite part is the reactions that don't really explain why V is wrong, but Boris will just go, how dare you! And they unironically say, how dare you, like Greta Thunberg. It's like, you know, I do agree, Johan was probably not like Greta Thunberg, probably not a fair comparison. Her followers, on the other hand, literally go, how dare you! How dare you! Super fucking mad. Holy shit. It's like, oh man. Maybe she was a great person. Maybe she wasn't. I don't really know. One person says she, like the documentation was from one guy who wrote about her like without having met her like 30 years after the fact. Then someone else was like, well, but there's other documents that were things were clearly documented, like the trial case and the burning, I guess, and other things.
Like I'm even wondering with how some people explained the lore to me that, you know, this sounds like a nice story, but what if she was just a poor girl groomed and forced into a role just to boost up morale or something like that?
See, that's exactly what Fee was trying to say as well, but I think people are too focused on, how dare you, to really argue that.
Yes.
The question really just comes from like, yeah, but like, realistically speaking, right? Especially with like how historically rare it is. How likely is it that a woman indeed, like, you know, led the charge of like armies into like battles and stuff and got people to like just surrender?
Yes, exactly.
It's not very common, so it's fair to scrutinize it, right? The problem is because it's like she's like considered a saint, I suppose. The answer will forever be, how dare you! And you know, I kind of have the same feeling I have towards the Vogue, where the Christians get so ass mad about it that you can't talk to them. So it's like, maybe V is wrong, but for a while I could think to myself, maybe V is right, because like the only counter argument is, how dare you!
The only thing they do is, you know, we circle back to the issue that we had before with another group.
Yeah, it's like, it's the moral angry, right? Even if they might have had a point, it gets diluted by them constantly shouting, how dare you!
Like, you're not arguing.
And that's all arguments about like moral relativism and stuff, and it's like this whole nother can of worms as well. But I think my favorite point is like about moral relativism is that V points out like, yeah, but even under Christianity you had like different countries, Christian countries with different fucking beliefs as well, different like morals too. And there's no arguing against that. They go like, ah, no, you just want to be a sinner because you're an atheist. It's like, okay, understandable. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you know, makes it easy.
I think my favorite part is the whole atheism relies on moral relativism. Like it necessitates moral relativism. Like no, moral relativism is necessary for atheism. And I think to myself, no, it isn't, because an atheist could just simply be a moral objectivist, but then like, you know, only care about his moral, like what he thinks is morally objective, and go like, ah, but I believe all Christians should be nailed to the cross because they're all evil, because I said so. Which sounds a lot more dangerous when I think about it. I'd rather have the moral relativist that's an idiot, but at least I can talk to him. Because he doesn't go like, oh, this person's clearly evil, I need to nail him. I need to burn him because he's evil. I said so.
Yes.
Moral relativism is a lot more nuanced of a topic. Because the entire thing is about nuance. But I guess that's a conversation for another time. Hey, we're in the Persona 3 school.
Awesome.
Persona 3 theme is even playing. Now, if you look at the girl to the left, right? Or to the left. She's actually one of the romance options in Persona 3 as well. Now, Ennis, you thought the character designs were goofy, right? In Persona 4?
Some of them, indeed.
Yeah,
yes.
what if I told you that the teachers in Persona 3 are fucking worse? Or rather, they're weirder. Not just in character design, but in personality as well. There's one teacher in Persona 3 that is a history teacher, but he likes the samurai so much that he literally is gonna skip through a bunch of fucking history just to get to the samurai period. I literally,
Nice.
like, every time I was in any class in Persona 3, I always thought, how the fuck does this school even function? Most of these lessons are worthless.
So this chick is one of the
Yeah.
options?
Yeah, she is one of the
She
romance
become
options.
like a teacher or something? Or...
No, she's a third year, I think. Yeah, third year here.
Alright, so she becomes... Was this the game where where the characters on Persona 3 were older or younger?
Persona 3
I'm looking for
characters.
Persona 4.
Persona 3.
Like in the timeline of Persona 4, how old are the Persona 3 characters?
Okay, so the Persona 3 characters are definitely like have graduated definitely by this point. I think it's 2 years in between Golden and Persona 3. No, Persona 4 and
Right.
Persona 3 have 2 years apart, I think. Yeah. Technically. It's a
Meaning
bit...
that this girl is one of the juniors.
Yeah, she was the
in
first
this sense.
year. Yeah. Yes, I think she has the Justice Arcana as well. If I remember that correctly.
Please, milady. We need the replacements. For Persona 5. Our Justice died.
Justice died. You're the only one that can repopulate Justice. What? I said what I said. No. Sorry, I can't be like your boyfriend. We're like the same person, but we're also not. You know, he likes rap, but I like smooth jazz. Do you think you would like smooth jazz? I think he would. It's like when he gets his harem. He's just chilling there like a chat that he is.
You know, after going through like what do you call it? This game soundtrack, not having fully listened to, just going through the games. I'm like, yeah, no.
Persona.
I could also like jazz.
I mean, the Persona 5 protagonist actually goes to a jazz club together with another interesting fellow in Royal.
Maybe Persona just lost jazz in general.
You know, you say that, right? But then when I think back on the soundtracks, there was a lot more to it than just jazz. But some people just pretend Persona 5 was all jazz. But what at least funny is that they pretend all JRPGs are all jazz. I'm like, what the fuck? They only play Persona 5 and it's like, yeah, all JRPGs are like that.
What do you mean? Persona 5 is the only is the only RPG that matters.
You know, what you really start noticing is some people really just think only one game happened in like the course of 40 years.
Well, were you the one that sent that picture to me?
Yeah, it's like Mario, like between Super Mario Brothers and The Last of Us, there was zero video game history.
There was another one made with the RPGs actually. That was Persona 7. He did send me that. That was Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, then you had Persona 5, and then you had now with Expedition 33. Those are the only RPGs.
Yes.
No other RPG came.
Yes, I think you did.
There's no other RPG that came out during those times. Those were that was all of them. There are generally people that act like this too, which is why they also called like everything hard to Dark Souls or whatever. Anyway, we have this teacher who is also bizarre. First and foremost, I cannot see his fucking eyes. Second, you know what he teaches at your school?
Yeah?
Magic. He's a magic teacher. He teaches you magic. That may or may not be real.
You are absolutely right. What the fuck? How did
actually-
this school function?
He actually just teaches magic, unironically. Like he's just teaching about mythology, which makes a little bit more sense. But like he will actually straight up just teach magic like it's real. Like I don't even mean like, oh, this is what people thought was what magic was. No, I mean like he actually believes in the magic too and like tries to teach it to you. Persona 3 school was dysfunctional. It was crazy. I think my favorite part is that in the group you had like one person was actually very serious about studying too. And I'm also sitting here like, listen, my lady, but like, have you seen this school? It's like, you want me to study seriously, but have you seen the teachers in this school? I believe one of them is trying to groom me.
I mean, at least, you know, this class is worth every minute, you know.
This one talks about Izanagi. This guy actually basically talks about the plot of this game. He basically has one giant foreshadowing. And we just kind of ignored all of it, but he basically is just foreshadowing the whole game, the whole ending as well.
You know, Izanagi is after all a starting persona.
Yes. If you're going to treat me this way, I will kill 1,000 humans in your world each day. Izanagi regretfully accepted that the bonds between them were severed, saying, "Then I shall give life to 1,500 each day. Thousands die and 10,000s are born. That is the curse upon this country. Many of you..." But people aren't fucking though, so it's not happening either. Izanagi is a fucking liar.
I mean, just start fucking already, you know?
Izanagi is becoming the next prime minister. Start procreating!
You just... listen. I think you should just take example of the best of them. Genghis Khan.
God damn it.
If nobody is fucking, then you just gotta fuck them all.
Okay, but well, how do you solve the incest problem?
You don't? It will fix itself.
I think by fixing itself, you mean like kill off the entire populace?
I don't know, Jess. Somehow his blood, no matter how tiny it is spread all over Asia.
Yeah, but like, he didn't fuck all of them. So clearly, he needed to go harder.
Obviously, I fucking get it.
So, I don't know why we're here, but apparently our teacher decided for this random as fuck hotel.
Is it a love hotel?
It almost looks like it.
I mean, you know, look with how she's been
There's
dressed,
trash.
I could almost
Look
imagine.
at that. There's like trash outside, like it's Amsterdam.
Ah, it's for the pricing.
I did the translators in at first when it's hotel and literally at the Japanese word and in the English fucking signs as well.
Shut up, Jess. The Japanese don't know any better.
Do the Japanese not know any better? Do we filthy consumers not know any better?
No, you also don't know any better. You're the one who bought this after all. By the Japanese, I meant the developers don't know any better.
I guess Risa does know it's love food.
Damn it, I was right.
思ったより早い到着ですね。それになかなかのホテルです。僕と会ったら、例えば陽介とかはどんな顔をするでしょうね。
さっき上か。あ
れってまさ。
Damn, he messed up.
No, he just tried to ignore fall damage by falling into the trash.
He played Assassin's Creed, smart man.
So yeah, I guess Teddy just followed us. I just took the train. Well, he is living a harsh life.
そっか、したよね。私たち今度デートしてあげるって。
おひょわ覚えててくれたのね。ちーちゃん、ゆきちゃん、リセちゃんもいいんすか？
じゃあみんなで一緒にね。それでいい？
よしとしよう。
私この町は来たことあるし、明日案内するね。まずはショッピングかな。夜もいいとこ知ってるよ。
ショッピングね。いいんでない？ぬふふ。
他のみんなは結局こっちに詳しくないから、工場とか勧められたとこ見に行く。
If school recommends something, I'll just do the opposite. I'll stay clear of that.
俺たちもついてっか。
It's gotta be something lame anyway.
楽しみにしてて。
Look at what school has dragged us into, Eddie. Look at this place.
問題はこいつだな。お前その辺で夜明かせんじゃねえか？それ着てりゃ冷えねえだろ。
ひどい。どんだけ頑張ったと思ってるクマ。ここまでオール鈍行よ、鈍行。
ちょっとあなたたち部屋割りで揉めてるの？うわ、やば。何がやばいの？あら、なにその大きなクマ。
You know, I just like how everyone else is animated except for Kuma. Teddy is not animated at all. Look at him. He's a statue.
器用な指だこと。いいわ。早く持って入りなさい。
What was it called again? The breathing technique. No, perpetual concentration.
あ、でも枕元の電気つけるとき間違えないでね。回るから。
Goma has mastered the art of the Buddha.
とにかくさ、明日楽しみだよね。
なんかもういろいろ疲れたけどな。
Look at how impressive his posture is. Daddy's doing his best to act like a stuffed animal. Coming this far, maybe Daddy's way of showing how much he genuinely like. You sense Daddy's
Oh, nice. This is-
Get the fuck away.
Well, you know, there's trash bags right next to it. You just pee there.
Yeah, I mean, if other people don't care, why should you, right?
Those trash men cleaning that stuff up, they're used to it.
I think this I think this cutscene is one of my favorite cutscenes. It's just fucking, it goes crazy. So this place, in Persona 3, at night, this is where you would, like, beat a monk who's smoking and drinking alcohol.
俺がクラブか。
And going, like, out
In
of...
Digimon Cyber Sleuth, this is where you meet Jimmy Ken.
Yeah. Fuck them.
I couldn't help it. I see it. I'm like, oh, I can't. I just see it. Only that I see. You see, just it's for them. It's Persona 5. For mine, it's Digimon Cyber Sleuth, the only RPG that came out.
I'm thinking about the only RPG that came out for me, but that would be Victory 2, I guess. This is like, wow, this is like that one arena in Neptunia, where we fought many people because we fight many people in Neptunia.
In the same place.
In the same place.
Because they only have one map.
No, they have 5. This is you little shit.
Yeah. And none of them are thanks to Nepgear.
なら今はさすがに暇でしょ。
Hold on a minute. I need to think about that one.
同じ年で探偵。
No, actually, Anis, there is one map thanks to Nepgear because she threw us into the VR world once.
なんだ？
I believe such a garbage protagonist did that to us.
Also, the opening for Persona 3 is playing.
Awesome.
ちょっと待ってて。上貸し切るから。
Normally, this place would blast the loudest ass fucking music in existence.
おお、貸し切る？
Anyway, Risa here has reserved a place for us.
多分顔聞くから。
And Naoto is joining in, because, you know, why not? Fuck it.
You know, even out the genders. Pretty nice.
払いたか？
My god, I know that Anis knows, right? But he's fucking with me too. Risa reserved the second floor and y'all made a toast.
けど大丈夫なの？こんなとこ高いんじゃ。
平気平気。一昨 しここでシークレットライブした時
To be fair, I just started counting now, and I just realized that there's actually 5 men now and 3 girls.
タダでいいって
You're still miscounting. You can redo the counting for a bit if you like.
If I'll try really hard, I'll finally see it. You know, I'll see it. No, never mind. I can still see 5 boys.
言葉が妙だぞ
And Steady is obviously not a boy.
Ah, you're right. He counts as 2 with the stuff, with the stuff suit, right?
Yes.
So it's 6. Ah.
Yes. No. Wait. What the fuck?
なんで一人でフルスロットルなんだよ。
いい感じ。
Oh no, there was alcohol in it.
No, that's the funniest part is this revealed there's no alcohol in it. These two are just drunk off a fucking atmosphere.
ここに出てるドリンクって。
私ソフトドリンクって言ったよちゃんとノンアルコールだって言ったもんちゃんと言ったもん
Anyway, now I have to deal with 2 fucking crazy girls.
なんか暑いなと。
Oh, so we have 3 drunk people thanks to the atmosphere.
酒なんすかけど匂いが
王様ゲーム大人はこういう場合王様ゲームするの法律で決まってるの何自分らでリセチーとかロリっぽいキャラ付けしたくせに子供って
You still are a kid,
だ
but
から打ち入りも打ち上げも私帰ってからの方が盛り上がってんでしょバカ今日こそ王様ゲームなんだから
damn, she was actually hanging out with responsible adults in the idol industry.
Yeah, that's crazy. All
I
the
normally would be just fucking a producer.
all the hentai manga told me otherwise.
で俺が
Actually, that's just one of my favorite moments in the No Game No Life light novel as well. When they're trying to seduce Sora again
始まってんの？
Fuck
in the
one of
middle of
máquinas.
yeah, in the middle of the chess match, which is also a rhythm game where one of the where the god who he defeated last time was dancing out like an idol, and they're making like Sora up to be this producer who's gonna have a special night training with an idol, and Sora immediately got turned off like I am not that kind of producer. I am serious business.
さすが先生話早い
なんで知ってんだ？
ほら引いた
This Dixie should dwell. I will dwell all of them. That's number 6.
じゃあ王様誰だクマの赤クマ王様
うわ、でからやっべえ。
王の名において命ずる。
シス王神よ調子をお願いしやっぱ2番
You can't take it back.
Alright.
感じ。やっぱりクマの体目当てだったのね。オッケー。クマの順序を上げちゃう。
Holy shit, he went for the offense like a desperate guy as well.
さあ1回戦で早くも脱落
It's only the beginning.
You know, rest in pieces.
続けて第2回
Kanji, you lasted well.
Your sacrifice
miss
will
you.
not be in vain. There's a bit more on it. You're the next king. Awesome.
よかった。
So decent. Who said I was decent?
ダメよ。チースの次は
Numbers 1 through 5. Fuck me.
空気読めよ。
じゃあ膝枕
じゃあ膝に座る。
じゃあいっそ抱きつく
そうよね。時代は肩車よね。
ほら王様誰
Alright. You know,
Oh, this is where the Persona, the anime scene comes, where all of them were sitting on his lap.
Anyway, Yukiko's apparently number 3, so I'm getting a nice hug from my not girlfriend.
天城さん。
だって座ってる人に抱きつくってこうでしょ
I believe you messed this up, Jess.
Dang it.
次は私王様じゃ
Good thing I'm just happy I didn't pick Yosuke.
くじ引けよ。
よーしではとても口では言えない恥ずかしいエピソードを語っじゃあそうだなナオトくん
なんでもありだな。無視していいぞ、ナオト。
いえ、いいですよ。その代わり
Now I joined this game, I'll honor it.
皆さんにもあることを話してもらいます。
She's out for the information. She's been waiting for this.
Oh no, she's farming.
彼の話でいいですか？こういうことでもないと話す機会なさそうですし。
うわ、なんという急速冷凍。
白金の家は代々ずっと探偵の家系で、時の警察組織に力を貸してきました。
代々すごいねなんか金田一なんとかみたい
科学捜査のなかった昔は、専門知識に基づいて助言できる人材は今より貴重だったんです。だから祖父は警察に太いパイプを持ってて、若い僕の面倒をいろいろと見てくれてます。
But then my older brother killed my clan, so I'm out to take revenge on my older brother.
ならないから。
そりゃまた大変だな。
I don't think that sounds right.
終わり。
No, there's no punchline, there's no nothing.
いや、そういうのを期待。
Naoto has no fucking joke.
恥ずかしいナオトくん恥ずかしい
帰りて
I wanna go home.
眠い
では、次は皆さんの番ですよ。答えてもらいましょう。皆さんが本当は事件とどう関わっているのか。
お前な、空気読めなすぎて逆に面白いよ。
誘拐された人をテレビに入って助けに行きます。それで、うようよしてる書道たちをペルソナでペルソナーって
バカお前。
僕をからかってます。
ホントランモンペルソ
These two should never drink anything ever again.
この酔っ払いコンビは
話す気がないのはわかりました。
Why are you listening to the two
そ
drunks?
んな酔っ払ってるんですか？これ、お酒じゃないです。
You know, that is a good question though.
That was a really good face too, Naoto.
Just like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
飲酒運転への抗議で、ここは去年からアルコールを扱ってません。
みんなしてバヨイ
Who's we?
いいじゃないのどっちも
I forgot to press the record button too.
なんか気持ちよくなる
Fuck.
先輩。おいおい、二人も潰れてどうやってるんだよ。
はあ、なんか俺いろいろ頭痛してきた。こりゃ二日酔いだな。
Like, and the very fact that here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I could almost believe you could get drunk from like the smell of alcohol, but you have to like smoke in really big concentrated amounts for a long time, right?
The only way you can like act drunk, as far as
And
I know,
even-
is if you're so fucking tired and delirious that you end up like acting drunk. That's like I can get that feeling, but like this, I don't fucking know how they did it.
Magical, honestly.
Yeah, and as the Persona 4 girls are quirky with many mysteries, you can never really quite understand them.
一番美味しいんだからドラマの時よく
Between your nose, it's like you just have to you walk into the what do you call it?
なんかそ
Into one of the love hotel rooms, and the girls just suddenly feel like they've been pumped up with Viagra or something.
You don't even have to do anything, it's automatic. And it's the moment you walk into a love hotel with them, the baby already pops out.
The baby already pops out.
It's like, how the fuck did this even happen?
We were just holding hands 2 minutes ago.
Actually, that's the problem, we were holding hands.
取るからあんまり来れなかったけど好きに
Everyone knows this.
夢みたい
Really? I thought it was when you gave a kiss.
No, it's the holding hands parts. That's why, you know, when you become older, you can't hold your mom's hand anymore.
Ah. Man, the Germans were right all along.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Germans, of course the Germans knew, and they're all about that science stuff, right? They've experimented this. They know.
If it wasn't for our hero Hitler, we would have never learned these things.
I don't know if it was Hitler who found out, though.
Well, you know, it's thanks to his efforts, you know.
Yeah, just like how he killed Hitler.
店員さんも気づいてないでしょ
Indeed.
One of the greatest hero in
Killer.
history.
しかもほとんどノーメイクだし
あ、本当だ。サインあるね。つうか、バレないのこいつの方が全然目引くからでしょ。ま、着てきた以上着て帰らすしかないけど。
中湯気で蒸れてんだろ。
私の丼はもしかして食べちゃった。
残してたから
残してない。
てかお前、さっきもおかわりしてなかったか？何杯目だよ。
クマ数わからない
嘘つけ。ちょっと伝票見せろ、それ。1、2、10杯？
ゆきちゃんの残りで11
残したんじゃないのに。まあ
そろそろ集合の時間ですね。
ああもうそんなか
Yeah, I vote we leave Teddy behind with the bill.
終わってみれば割と
No! Actually, yes.
ね駅
We'll get a nice side job.
Yes.
ちゃん楽しみにしてると思うよ
What will I get Nanako? I think Nanako would actually like mochi.
よし、じゃあ行くか。おい、
Do you have to pee again?
毛魚でんぞこの野郎。おい、クマが動いてねえ。冬眠か？
ちょっとまさか外に長くいすぎて。
No, it's because there's a guy sitting behind him, so he has to act like a stuffed bear.
クマお腹重たい
この子起きざろう。
飛びすぎた動けんクマ運んできれ
You know what?
集合に遅れそうなので僕はこれで。
But you haven't finished your bowl yet, though.
待てよマジ無理ですから帰りの切符代もうないの
さらばクマ、青春の思い出とともにここに置いていこう。
And so. Oh man. Ah. Hey, I bought something. I don't know why I have a whole ass bag for it though.
白かった
Oh no, he bought a PlayStation 5. Well, there.
あのねデスティニーシーも行きたいジェットコースターでねザブーンってわあありがとうお兄ちゃんおいしそうすぐ食べるあお父さん
おお、帰ったか。ご苦労さん。タッチの差だったな。
ねお兄ちゃんねお土産くれた
よかったな、ナナカ。俺言ったか？
行ったよ
すまんな。小遣いから買ってくれたんだろう。
Oh yeah, I mean, you
さす
know.
がにポートアイランドだったか。お前、都会は珍しくないんだよな。そういや、あれか。一年も合同ってことは、白金も一緒か。
Yeah, that guy who is not a guy, but is totally a guy, was there too.
あいつ妙に大人びてるが、
He's also a joy killer.
He absolutely is a joy killer.
今もバカみたいに正論言い張って上の連中に煙たがられてる。怒らしたって切り捨てに合うだろ。
Don't worry, once he joins the group, we'll make him dumb too. Because everyone who joins becomes dumber.
すまん、疲れてるよな。風呂入ったらどうだ?
I don't know, Naoto maybe needs it a bit. Being too much in a serious world, too much in politics.
Yeah, you know, he needs to just chill a bit. The real question is, why was he not in Persona 5?
Because he was going to die otherwise.
You realize you haven't bought anything. Oh boy, I can get scammed today. By the way, I looked it up, but we're not gonna get new Dark bosses until like after Thursday. So Wednesday and Thursday we still have the chance to hunt Caligo. That bastard.
Awesome.
Oh man, I can get a bunch of fishes or a claw. Should have gone for the fishes, to be honest. Clearly, you cannot appreciate a good fish.
Fishes are nice.
Salmon is very good for you, as
yeah.
far as I've heard. It's a bit expensive, but it is good for you. Tell me why you did it after dream falling apart. Tell me why you did it after the promise. No answer. And I'm gonna talk to this old lady now.
The old lady going to do?
Gonna talk about how her husband is dead, and she was like, "Ah, thank God. Oh no, that's bad. I'm sad now."
Her husband is dead.
The more I look at you, the more you remind me of him. His nose was just a little lower
handsome,
than yours, and his eyes a bit smaller, and his hair was short. He was a handsome man. So he didn't look like. Well, maybe not so much in the face, but your expression and the gestures you make, perhaps. My husband, that is. Isano smiles gently. My husband passed away recently. Do I look like death to you? This is stupid!
Certainly do have the dead eyes, you know.
Now you don't, you silly. But I guess the plot demands me to say... Actually, I don't know if there's any point in any of them. Yes, you do. I see. You mustn't become death. You feel your brush. I think that's a pretty heavy thing, a pretty difficult thing to become, to be fair. I should have not...
just dying is gay.
Is it really gay when death is a woman?
Depends.
It's more with Calliope from Hololive. Yeah, I don't know if that's gay or not. Gonna have to consult the sexuality... the sexuality committee. Sexuality committee? Yeah.
Well, you see, the sexuality committee hates Calliope.
Ah, I see. Isn't that the... No, that's the Rainbow Mafia, isn't it? Like, that's different from the Sexuality Committee, I think. The Rainbow Mafia.
You know, they are absolutely about sexuality as well.
Oh yeah, it's just like, you know, they have a different ideology.
Yes.
The Sexual Committee is done by bros, which is different. They are the committee that invented the gaydar, Ennis. Very important. One of the most useful inventions by bro society. Bro society.
Yes. Yeah, you're right on that end.
You know what they used to be called in Japanese? They were called black and white bears and divided color bears. A perfect, so mixed colors, so exotic. You need to become exotic things like become adult. Haha. This woman is weird. I'm gonna go home. Oh, that boy's here again. You must be a younger boy. Okay, this woman is scary. This thing is scary. Daddy, watch out! You're going to get devoured. By Garlic the Destroyer. He was a menace since high school.
My condolences for every person that has to deal with it.
I think everywhere someone has seen at least one Garlock the Destroyer in high school. At least one. So anyway, of course, after the school trip is done, there's more dialogue! Let's go! I love dialogue. I only got a little bit further in Digimon. I just got past, like, the vision where, like, Repleomon got fucking bodied by his brother.
Ah, yes.
Part of me that kind of wanted to see him getting ragdolled around.
Yeah, I do too. Like, I was honestly hoping to see that a similar scene to like how Etamon would like pick up Greymon by the tail and swing him around, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And happening similar to Grabmon, but no. He didn't.
That is unfortunate. Finally, you know, it's funny that, you know, Ennis, I do have to make an announcement I'm very proud of, that I finally have finished all the bookies. I have all of them now.
Nice.
Too good.
I don't know, don't say it like this, because remember, compared to me, who had the head start, you know.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Took 50 hours, don't worry about it.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? It's I just ended up at some point doing the same thing with the Megas Champions and Ultimates, right?
Yeah.
Where have I noticed that basically I just have every single one of them in my box.
Yes.
So if I was like, oh, I don't have this one, then I'll just pull up, convert one of them and see if I can do it with whatever I can convert.
Yeah, I'm missing like 3 champions, I think. I'm not certain how many. There's not a lot.
Did you? Lanamon doesn't count. Lanamon is something else.
I just finally got the fucking light. I remember, like, I finally got like the Spirit of Fire, and it's like, yeah, finally, and I get the Spirit of Light. I'm missing Saint Knuckle 1, and I'm sitting there, oh shit. What did you want to learn Saint Knuckle 1? It's like someone has to somewhere learn Saint Knuckle 1. I just learned that no one actually learned Saint Knuckle 1.
The distribution is really skewed.
It's just really weird.
Because I ended up with like 20 iron slashes. No iron slashes. Trusting the single target attack. 20 of that for some reason. So yeah, it's really skewed how the distribution goes.
There's not a single. I looked it up, but there's not a single Digimon that gets Saint Knuckle 1. You have to buy it from the store in Akihabara. But you know what? I bought it there, and like I got the Spirit of Light as well. I'm like, finally. I kind of wish I could use all their other forms, but unfortunately, you know, I'm so far that I might as well just use their hybrid forms, the fusion evolutions.
Yes, did you not get the other variants though?
What variants?
Oh, you mean the other from the human Spirit of Light to the Digimons, the beast Spirit of Light.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Oh yeah, I got that. That's what the fusions are between the beast spirit and the human spirit.
Right.
There's no point. There's no point in using the beast versions or the human versions when you got the fusions already.
You know what it is though? It's like after seeing a little bit of the stats, they feel.
I don't know.
Again, they are ultimate level Digimons. They are ultimate.
I will say, like, at level 1, the fire one has like 1700 attack. Its attack stat is great.
Yeah.
The other one though, I was underwhelmed because there was nothing that stood out to me. Not even the speed stat.
I got them to evolve to their to rank 7, thanks to rank 7 to their final form. Also, kind of, yeah, I think Magna Garurumon is really disappointing.
I remember in Cyber Sleuth they were really cool. especially like Magna Garurumon, because he has 2 forms that he changes between his with his attacks and shit.
Well, this is in Digimon in this game, Magna Garurumon can turn after using a skill in his let's say gun mode, right? He then goes into his lighter form.
Yeah.
But you know, the gun form's attack is kind of disappointing for its one-time use. It's not that strong. Like, I think it is an AoE attack, and it is almost as strong as a single target attack, like 90 power, I thought. But I was like, I think you should increase that to be at least 120 if you're gonna be like a one-time use multi-target attack.
Yeah.
I feel.
Also, I just hate multi-target attacks. That's just my opinion.
multi-target attacks are nice.
And I found them mostly useless.
They're not. They're not useful when it comes to like boss fights most of the time, but when going through the maps, are fantastic.
I don't really no. When I'm fighting Venom enemies, like they're so infrequent for now that I just really I can one shot them with single targets with all 3 Digimon and be just fine. Like, maybe it would matter more if like SP was very limited, but I can just fucking heal that whenever I'm standing still, so I don't really care. And I can speed up the battle too to 5 times, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't really need to. I don't really find much use in the multi-target ones. Anyway, Naoto is on TV. What could he possibly be planning?
In the next victim, that's what he's planning.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's planning. He knows what he's doing, or she knows what he's doing. It knows what it's doing. No, that's not. Yeah! What the fuck?
この事件はかねてから謎が多いとされてきましたが、お手柄でしたね。
手柄と呼べるほどのものじゃありません。確かに先日の諸岡さんの事件については犯人の仕業に間違いありません。ですが、事件の全体像を見渡したとき、僕にはいくつか違和感が残ります。
はあ、と言いますと？
I cannot say, it's just fucking weird, and then walks away.
小さな違和感でも追求すべきだと僕は思います。
はあ、警察会見の内容と若干異なるようですが。
Oh, the police are stupid. That's more like the police are just. The police care only about having a good image. They don't actually care about putting criminals behind bars. Yay! Except that it's only my school for 1 year, because I'm going to a different school again after this year's over. Again. Imagine going to like 3 different high schools in all those 3 different years. Must be exhausting.
Yes.
You know, it's funny here. I always think about like how many Japanese stories are about like high school, specifically how important high school is, or how seriously the students take high school, like the high school life. They act like it's their entire life, those 3 years. And I'm sitting here like, this is funny. It's like, what the fuck does 3 years means? Nothing to me. Shit, 3 years. It's not even 4 years like here, it's 3 years. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're not even spending that much time here. Why do you care so much? You're going to leave this place behind. We need to save the high school, but why though? Is it that good of a school? No, it's a very average school. So why do you want to save it? It's my high school.
The school is certainly like the weirdest part, right? But giving importance to high school instead.
It depends on the city. It kind of depends. But like, I especially I especially look at a certain anime that takes the the fucking, what is it, like the school, like the student council presidency. Like, they act like that's like the high political stakes, like as if you're about to lead the fucking nation. And it's sometimes the most silliest thing I've ever seen. Like, what the fuck? Are they acting like it's fucking life or death politics? I'm gonna twalk this other guy to win.
Like, when it comes to like that, well, besides like making it more dramatic for the viewers, right?
Yeah.
For the views. The other thing I can think of is maybe because part of it could be like not the poisoning part, but it could be true because of how sometimes they mention that becoming a student council president does give you benefits in terms of going into university and stuff.
Yeah, which then also will not
Seems-
give you a job in the end of the day. Because that's not how universities work nowadays.
But
I think the
no,
Japanese
this is
universities.
again-
I think the Japanese universities are different, but no. You finish the
For some,
Japanese
you know-
university, and then you also don't get a job. God damn it!
Yeah, no, and then that part I could imagine comes from the fact that the writers in these stories haven't gone to school since they graduated, you know, so they don't know how the job stuff and all the economy and all that works in today's world.
I also just question some things too, like honestly, I think not even the whole university thing. I feel like never is really pointed out within the anime itself, though. That's the whole thing. That's why I'm like they're actually just acting like the high school part is just the most important aspect, or especially when like you have like the rich family, and like the father is like, you have to become council president for the family name, and I'm sitting here like, dude, it's fucking high school. Who fucking cares? Why does the highly political figure care about some fucking high school squabble? Maybe it's the idea of like, one does one thing, he does everything. But that would imply that they're doing high school for the rest of their life. I don't know.
And don't you know, if he succeeds at high school, then obviously he's gonna succeed at life.
Well, what I've learned is that if someone succeeds in high school, they don't succeed anywhere else. That's why we often say peaked at high school.
How could you even imagine such a thing? They go there to study and become a man.
No, it's like they get whatever they wanted. Because they were high in energy and they could do all the sports they want. They could win because they don't really their direct competition were not that many people. They had all the sex life they could get. I guess the chats, they could get that anyway if they wanted to. They could get way a lot of stuff because they were popular. But after that, they have to go into the real world and suddenly there's a lot more competition everywhere. And then they start not being as amazing anymore, as popular, as well known anymore. Then they start getting bitter, or they start acting like, but because of how high school was such a peak in their life, they still act like a high schooler. They still like treat other people like we're in a high school and we have to take them seriously. It's like, no, guy, even if you were popular like outside of high school, I wouldn't care because our lives are so apart from each other. Whatever you say and think doesn't fucking matter. It's like it seems inconceivable to them though. That's really where I think the peaked in high school personality comes from. It's just that like they got this like amazing high school life and then treat the rest of life as high school. And most people in the real world just don't give a fuck because they're mostly busy with work anyway. They've got better things to do usually, and they got a lot more people to talk to as well than just you. It's like, why should I take you seriously? Unacceptable. They should always take me seriously. I was popular in high school, you know.
Yeah, what does that bring? What did that do for you? Absolutely nothing.
They will definitely write a book about it and then like act like they are very deep philosophical chats.
They'll write a book about it and then start writing writing the person they hate as this monster.
They will write down reading books is gay. It's like, but wait a minute, hold on.
After playing 14, I can agree.
Playing 14, I can agree. Anyway, Persona 4. I'm finally starting to see what, well, no, it's still, I've known it all along, but I was too scared to admit it. I was afraid of speaking my mind and getting shot down. I didn't want anyone to hate me. That's why I thought I could avoid getting hurt by just going with the flow. It was the easiest way out. But then you came along and made me realize I was just pretending not to see what I was doing. I've been keeping a lot of unpleasant emotions buried inside. In fact, the real me can be pretty selfish. I want people to notice me, but I never make the first move. Selfish, right? That's me. That's when I think about the other day and now how I threw away everything he did for me. I feel guilty. But you helped me do a lot of things I couldn't have done on my own. I pushed myself past my limits. And on top of that, I got to... I got looking something. You helped me. So, from now on, I'm not gonna pretend that I don't care what happens anymore. I'll express my opinion, say what I think. If I... Oh no, this girl wants to voice her opinion. Please, someone stop her.
I actually like to play as cute and beautiful girls in a video game.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. Your opinions are good.
And then the Japanese police arrests her and puts her in jail.
What the fuck did she do?
She was evading taxes.
Oh. I mean, you know what? There could be worse crimes.
Yeah, I think you might have heard of that news, right? There was one manga guy that ended up getting arrested.
I know. It was...
For that same.
What was it again? It was a pretty... I do know the manga, fuck. Who got arrested?
I saw the name a few times. It was the apothecary.
Yeah. She got arrested for... You know, my favorite part is just everyone going like, oh, thank God. Because everyone was worried, oh, it was child sex crimes. Like some other...
Something else crazy, yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was just tax evasion. Oh, thank fucking God. That's like the best crime you can
Finally,
commit.
something based.
That's the best crime you can commit.
Finally, somebody based.
My favorite comment on that is like, you know what? After reading it, that's fair. Makes sense. I mean, even Yoshi has committed tax evasion.
Yes.
Can you really say the tax evasion is that bad? Honestly, being caught just means that their evasion stat wasn't high enough.
Indeed.
They really should just learn to dodge.
Yes, can you really dodge an attack if your ADP stat isn't high enough?
Well, and it's my luck, so no. The answer is, it doesn't matter how high the stat is, I will still fucking get hit no matter what.
Ah, right.
And I miss everything. Such is my life. You know what? I decided that the rain weather is not for me. So I'm gonna hang out here with cooler people.
Like Daniel.
Who the fuck is Daniel?
He's really cool, don't you know?
I don't know who the fuck he is. But if you say he's cool, I'm gonna pretend to be his fan so that I can get some like good, get some popularity points. I'm gonna help him stuff a nerd in the locker while I'm playing video games at home and they just don't know. And I didn't think people were actually stuffing people in lockers in America, but apparently they are. I'm like, what the fuck?
So, it's such a luxurious thing, though, having such a big locker that you can stuff people in them.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck kind of locker do they have in fucking America? Jesus Christ. Whenever I hear about school, like, American school stories, the answer is always like, oh, wait, that happens in real life, too. That was just a cartoon shit. What the fuck?
Oh, Lord, Jess. We literally had, like, 2 hours ago, the whole conversation about how art imitates life.
Okay, yes. Right, but even then, there comes a point where you think, no, sometimes it's just an over-exaggerated joke, But no, it's not. Like, I'm pretty certain in Japanese high schools you don't always have, like, the lewd sexual events happen either.
No, but you do have food that starts moving in American schools.
I want to deny that, but I can't. That's the problem.
It doesn't help that they just, it does seem like prisoner food. So
it doesn't just seem like prisoner food. It is. It is prisoner food. it comes from the same company.
Yeah, of course, because I forgot they do treat schools like prisons.
It's more like it's fucking cheap as fuck, and they're not willing to spend any more money on fucking children. God forbid. And that actually makes sense then why Americans keep staying stupid, because food is very important, right? Like, people don't understand it. Just changing your diet will change your personality a little bit too. So if you eat really shit food, chances are you become a very dumb person as well.
It does really sound crazy, right? But if you are sending your children to school, maybe it's maybe not too much to ask, but give them some lunch.
Give them some food for my money. They're not paying rent. They don't get my food. The school should do it for them.
The worst part is I can imagine if I suggested that somebody would say it like that.
And I remember like going to high school and then going like, oh wait, cafeterias really do exist. I always just bought my food with me and I still do it. Everyone still does. What the fuck? And even then, the fucking like school kitchen just fucking, we just buy things from the grocery store.
Yeah, well, the difference is stunning. Even at work, some people take their own food, because it's easier, it's cheaper than going to the cafeteria at work or going to some restaurant,
Yes.
Getting your lunch there. My man, high school in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
Actually has like the one in Rotterdam, near the Erasmus hospital, right?
Okay, hold on. Before you say anything, high school or college?
Both. Actually, both.
Okay.
Because this one is school in the Dutch. It is called High School Rotterdam, right?
Yeah.
Word for word. And I went to that one, and they actually had Bromladage during their cafeteria service.
Okay, listen. At that point, I'm not taking anything with me. Fuck.
Yeah, but you understand, right? That's the type of stuff you can have, and then you go to Erasmus MC, which is both a hospital.
We're talking
and
about how
university.
Naoto is probably gonna get kidnapped. Here we're talking about fucking school lunches.
It's much more important than some man getting kidnapped. Anyway, it's just a dude. He'll be fine.
And it's after you said that, the fucking sirens are going off from like an ambulance or a police office.
See, he already called Kanji to support him. This is the best part about about bros, right? It's just have to give them a phone call, and suddenly the whole gang just comes in and helps.
Yes, that totally happens. Just like my favorite anime, where they all come in and beat up the gangsters. Totally happens in real life. Now, in real life, they do that, and then they go to jail instead because they hurt the gangsters a little bit too much. Fucking hate. You know what it is, right? It's like, I understand there are laws, but there's a part of me that's up to stakes. Why shouldn't the fucking civilian be able to just fucking beat up gangsters, for personal reasons? Fuck it.
Because we are being abused in our own nation.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's really the answer I have.
Sometimes I think it's fair that men just squabble, okay?
Absolutely.
Sometimes men just have to fight.
Absolutely.
Now let's say a man just doesn't want to fight and gets attacked. Yeah, okay, sure, fine. But if two men or like two groups of men just wanted to fight equally, like why stop?
I absolutely agree with you. The problem is that we're not led by a male-led society.
Actually,
we're led by managers.
Also, yeah, here we have Naoto announcing that he's gonna do a gender change. Actually, he's gonna go beyond human.
He's gonna become that alien creature that somebody tried to become.
But, to go back to, like, people don't actually read anything. Someone, like, said that too, and, like, during the Twitter spat with V, and said, like, we should just bring back dueling. If people are just not gonna talk or read about anything anyway, like, might as well just fucking fight it out.
Yes. It's much more fun that way.
Yeah, it's like, you know what it is, right? Like, it's not forced upon you. You can choose to do a duel, or you don't, right?
Just a chicken if you don't,
Yeah, but, I'd better be alive. You know, everyone can call me stupid. It's fine.
But you see, that's the fun part of it all, is right? You can just call, so you can just go, you know, challenge somebody to a duel, and this person says, "No, I'm not stupid," and you'd be like, "Yeah, I thought so."
Alright. And then you would say, well, I bet you wouldn't duel this guy, no balls.
Yes,
I don't have
it
to,
would be such a fun.
I don't have to duel. I will let someone else duel, and I don't even realize I'm letting someone else do the dueling for me. They're stupid, so they're gonna die.
Like legit, what do you call it? It could be so much more chiller, but instead we're forced to dialogue.
We force a dialogue with people that refuse to dialogue.
Exactly.
And then have to call you stupid too. So yeah, Naoto is in the TV now, which means that the killer is indeed not just Mitsuo alone. There's more. There's another real killer. Who would have thought? Who could have done that? Who would possibly be in the know of this?
今までと何も変わってねえ
I wanna know, man. Maybe Adachi knows though.
I think it's funny that we got rid of the fucking Ice Mountain in Night Rain. Then we need the Ice Mountain to help fight against the fucking stupid dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Things only get funnier, you know.
It's always funny here.
俺らもナオトも同じ水に
But yes, if you have some resources that
Yeah.
what was that resource called again? You could
We could summon the Snow Mountain.
自分で証明しようとしてるんじゃ
Did you guys figure that out just now?
遊びのつもりじゃないってあの子言ってた。どうしよう、私だ。私が前あの子に。
I'm pretty certain he would have done it even if he didn't say that.
バカが分かるように言っていきやがれってんだ詳しく話せば止められると思ったんだろうだからわざわざ
look. Naoto is doing exactly what I said as a bro would do, right? He would get into trouble, and this is his form of calling his bros, right? And now they're gonna come in and rescue the bro.
No, I'm not arguing. Not gonna say anything. No. Gonna leave it be.
そうか。確か直人君言ってたよね。諸岡先生の時だけ死因がはっきりしてて変だって。
じゃあ久保はモロキンしか殺してないのかだからモロキンだけテレビに入れられた形跡がなかったモロキンの時だけ手口を変えたんじゃない花から別人の犯行ってことかよ
じゃあ直人君さらったやつが真犯人ってことでも待って久保のやつ全部自分だって言ってなかった
Because he wanted attention. He's insane.
ニュースでも犯人の少年は他の事件も自白してるってそれにまだなんか引っかかることが
パクられたやつのことなんざ関係ねえっすよグズグズしてっとあのバカが向こうでくたばっちまう行くしかねえだろ
Kanji's taking the lead.
Kanji not beating the allegations anytime soon.
確かに誰か
Or is he?
それにこの世界また少し広くなってるさすがやねリセちゃん熊の花そこまではもう全然無理肩もみもみしましょうか
邪魔すんなっつの
前と同じいるのはわかるけど場所が見えない何かあの子のこともっとわかるもの今のままじゃどっちに進む
Alright, time to ask for his backstory to random strangers.
あいつのことわかんねえことだらけじゃねえかけどこのままじゃあいつ
いつものことでしょ
I will be back here in 10 days.
気にしていつも通りやろうとりあえず彼の居場所つかめそうなものを探さないと
わかってるっす焦ってなんかいねえっすよこっちに入ってることはわかってんだならこっから出してやるだけだ
すぐ見つからなくてごめんねけどあの子を感じられるような何かヒントあれば絶対見つけてみせるから
I mean, It does start with like the first thing, right? Which was his backstory about. Then again, she was drunk, so she doesn't remember that backstory.
She was drunk as fuck.
But about the fact that she did have to compete. What am I saying? He did have to compete
No,
with.
you were right. You were right. Go the fucking go. Roll back. Roll that back. You were right though.
He
No.
has to deal with like with the adult world that nobody takes him seriously.
Well then. Where could the well, where could
The
the
first one is to just go to your uncle.
so that he then suspects me of doing something weird? No, thank you, I'm good.
No, you just have to say that. Can you tell me a bit more about Naoto? He seems a bit down.
To be fair,
I can't get to him.
the uncle doesn't necessarily know that much about Naoto.
True. But how much do the teachers know anyway?
The teachers know nothing, which is why we don't talk to them.
Ah, I see. I'll talk to the fox. The fox knows it.
Go on. Okay, that's very interesting, Fox. I don't understand what the fuck he's saying.
All the dog does is bring you some what do you call it? The tampons.
Why is this dog giving me tampons?
You need to know more about Naoto, right?
Where's your girlfriend? Which one? That's fine. What 5? 5. Hold on, I need to count. What's this detective?
Since when does Yusuke count?
Yosuke doesn't need a tampon, does he now?
He will after the ass drilling you did.
You know, you say ass drilling, I just think of Gintama and the amount of ass drillings that happen in that show.
Yes.
I think like every episode, someone in the school needs to get stabbed in the ass at some point. That's like a rule. Anyway, the side quest here is to feed the cat, and the cat wants a lot of fish, and I mean a lot of it.
I see. Alright, Naoto, I'll be back in 10 business day after I got all the fish.
I'll be back in 10 business days. Why doesn't he understand? It's not me he needs. The most important thing for a CEO is... I don't know.
Most important thing a CEO needs is to actually understand that you shouldn't share your password with everybody.
Damn it! But I got my fucking vacation plans. You know, I really look at like Nvidia because it's like been known that Nvidia has made a lot of fucking money, and it's only because of like 2 customers that give them money for AI. 2 customers, just 2. You know, there's a part of me that some of those things like, you know, if you're making all your money off of like just 2 customers, why even bother with the high jacked prices of the video cards anyway? Like those are not even the things you're truly selling. It's the AI that you're selling. Oh, you know, Ingredia has to Ingredia, as per usual. I guess by showing off how expensive the goods are, it makes the shareholders think they're worth something. I don't fucking know, man.
I am as lost as you on that topic. I don't understand how companies think. Sometimes.
You know, some companies they start off as businesses for the customers, and then later they start off as just, oh, I want more money, I don't care about anything else.
Actually, saying that, I do remember somebody making a description describing this process. You
Yeah.
would say, right? where they slowly ended up getting people into the company
Yes.
who are more like drones, who only focus on I want to get the paycheck and leave, right?
Yeah.
To the absolute maximum degree of I don't give a fuck about anything else. So they do their absolute best to stay away from the customer base, which makes them basically alien to what the actual customers want.
It's also like a general thing where they will hire. Both it's like having shareholders that they have to listen to that only care about numbers go up, and like hiring people that only care about numbers go up, but they don't really look at anything else. Just like, oh, number go up,
Yep.
good.
Yep.
And when number go down, they just look at what is the most popular thing at the time and do that, and then hope number go up, and don't really understand like entire different like subcultures that they have to like mingle with.
But again, because they are dealing, they have people on top that do everything in their ability to stay away from the customer base, which makes them alien to what the customer
Yeah,
base
like
actually
they only,
wants.
they only look at number. It's like, oh well, number needs to go up. Number go up elsewhere. I do the same thing as all elsewhere. Then my number also go up. You know, anime is getting more popular in like anime is like beating Hollywood movies now recently. So we're gonna also see like number for anime go up, but like never understanding why number for anime go up. So we're going to make our own anime, but bad. And not realize why number's not going up for us. It might go up for a little bit though, but then later it won't go up anymore. Because they don't understand that the writing is an important process as well. Don't worry, the AI will write a script for me. Then number will go up. I have this amazing secret to make sure that my anime movie will have a budget of only $4 million.
Go on.
Don't pay the animators.
I love Disney. Such an amazing company.
Oh no, this is actual this anime. This is actual just like the anime movie. It's just unfortunate. It's just the unfortunate truth of Japan. It's like they barely pay their animators. Unfortunately. No, I'm not certain how much money they got off the movies for like Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer. I decided to rip off the Bentate and have to deal with this guy, this asshole. I mean, he's better. He gets better later, but you know. Terrible first impression. I don't think the animators should be paid more though. I think they deserve more money. They work so hard for that stuff, and they make good stuff. No,
Yeah.
Alice,
I could agree.
thing with like animators, the 2D animators of America, is that the true animators are Koreans.
Of course. How could I forget?
Otherwise, we just have 3D animations forever.
The best type of animations.
So I feel like I hate 3D animations. It's just that, like, it's like, why is that the only thing the rest can do? I was listening on you pricks. Sorry, I didn't mean to kill the mood. Guess I'll leave. Okay, back to work. He dealt with an awkward day's work at the Student Health Association. Rocky's brother is still there. Oh, hi. You didn't go home yet? I didn't want to just leave when everyone else was still working. I just felt like Oh, your sleep dirt is... I can't read that. Hold on, I just calm down. Use this! You were given a handkerchief. You know what? Never mind. I'll stay here a little longer. Goodbye. Alright. That happened. Gotta go home. Man, I love working at the hospital. The money is pretty good. But what the fuck are those sounds? Nani? Oh, you there. Sorry, but can you take this person to the... I'm fine, but your face is very pale. You are aware that you've gained some repetition, and it's not the only one who would rather see you return to easy to work, Sayo-chan from not too long ago. I have work to do, if you excuse me!
Can't believe she got sexually harassed.
By me! Don't tell me you're slacking off too! I know I'm getting nowhere, but I have to... Hey, I know some stress relieving techniques. Let's go to the bed together. I can show you. And that's how you got fired by HR. It's okay. Use a chat so you can get away with it. Listen, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. What do you mean this doesn't work like hentai? What the fuck?
Better be.
Oh ho, the people were very kind to me. They were probably able to sense my deep appreciation and love for their history. I even found some things with my dowsing rod. This time sure flies when you're having fun. I'm sure your summer break was short where you always... Yeah. Don't you think that there are some things in life that are best ended quickly? War is one of them. So here's a question. What is the shortest war? And what is the shortest war? How long did the shortest war? It is 40 minutes, by the way.
I wouldn't know.
Really now. It was the Anglo-Zanzibar War, which began with an already staggering difference in military...
Zanzibar!
Mind you, the lecture will be longer
It's
than
Metal
actual
Gear.
war. Calm down. Anyway, the shortest war in history is 40 minutes long. Isn't that funny?
Believe Solid Snake was real. Metal Gear. Zanzibar.
You know, at least he's not talking about Dark Souls. Oh, the sky looks just like Anne Orlando.
Well, yes, you know, I can't believe you have already been seen as Smo, so you could use the warp ability in this game.
I'm going home. Ah, obsession. And I tweeted him like a child. I understand, Naoto. I'm going to go back to Rize in 6 business days. Do you know what barrier corn is? I thought I want some fucking barrier corn. Yeah, I have some. Oh, yeah!
Here you go, now you can make me a plus 15 weapon.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I got some grilled corn. So I wanted to hang out with the gym bros. As you do.
So you're going to hang out with the gym bros instead of going to save your other bro, Naoto?
Alice, I'm gymming with the gym bros to get the strength to save Naoto.
See, of course, you need the training arc after all.
Yes. I need the training arc first, Alice. Have you not watched Bleach? 3 days of training arc and you'll be about the strongest, one of the strongest people in the anime. 3 days is all I need.
We'll see, you just need a Saturday.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I hate you. How dare you! What are you two doing
I
here?
learned it from the best of them, Joan of Arc.
Jonathan Ark. My favorite character. The orphanage hasn't changed at all. The teachers even remembered who I was and they were really nice to me. But they said they can't tell me who my real parents are or why I was left here. No kidding. They did give me this though. I've been too scared to read it by myself. It's a letter from the person who left me at the orphanage. I'm gonna read it. Dear Koken, by the time you read this, you'll have grown into a fine young man. Your parents named you Ko because they hoped that you would always be in good health. They considered health more important than fame or money because it's much harder to keep and maintain. I don't know about that one, to be honest. You see, your parents were very frail, and they passed away about half a year after you were given up for adoption. They always wanted you to know how sorry they were they couldn't raise you themselves. They loved you very dearly, so you are your parents' ray of hope. No matter how difficult things get, hold your head up high and keep pressing onward. You can't lose hope. Both of them would...
You're strong, Ko.
Hold your head up high, Ko. You were strong. I'm not even like done yet though. I'm not dead yet. I can still become stronger. Oh no. You peaked in high school. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Thanks. But I'm glad to have found out. I'm glad to have this. Thanks, man. Arigato, man. Ah, flashbang. Dude, like I don't know if it honestly it seems fake to me, but there's this like ring recording of a robber trying to rob someone, and then he activated the fucking flashbang, and like the fucking robber's like, ah, dude, what the hell, man? You might have made me blind. You think this is like me stealing something is worse than making someone blind? He's binding his shit. You know what the guy did? He threw another flashbang into his face.
The only right reaction.
Thank you very much for what you did last time. My suspension wasn't very long. Having everyone staring at me hurt though. It's my own fault. I need to change. Mom bought me a cake for my birthday. She said I lost my temper and said terrible things to you, but I didn't mean any of it. I'll always be proud of you, dear. I also told her why I cheated and about what I was thinking about wanting to about not wanting her to hate me. Then she said, let's start over. Let's just start over as a family. Let's just begin, like, new game plus. I always thought a family was something that is already there and that it's something finished. But it looks like you can try to start it over again. Yeah, it's called New Game Plus. I wasn't paying attention to Mom this whole time. I thought that if it wasn't the best, she'd look down on me. Because of that, I must have thought that I need to be #1 in order to be loved. But that wasn't true. It didn't matter. She loved me this whole time. I have to thank you and your friends too. Thank you for recognizing me. I wouldn't have been able to talk to Mom if you hadn't. About this. But it wasn't something I can see. So please take it away until I can laugh at how I thought about myself. I cheated on a test, I got suspended, my permanent record must be a wreck. I've gone right off the rails, leading into a good college and a good company. Oh well. But I can see how, now that I don't have to be on the straight, narrow path. If I had stayed on the rail, not thinking, not seeing anything except what was right in front of me, my life would have been empty. I'm going to think about my life and set my own path. I feel like my life is just beginning, not because I'm young, because I just realized that. We did it, Dennis. We became friends with the nerd. Who might actually be a very chill guy. He's probably gonna play Fortnite after this.
Awesome.
I've never played baseball before, but I've always wanted to. I just don't know the rules. I only had my studies. I had to be #1. That's what I thought all this time. If I think that, then I'll never have anything. So I want to try a bunch of things. That's the right way to do it. You have to try everything. Try everything. Gain more experiences. Learn. And then you can do whatever.
Yeah, speaking of trying everything, at some point it does become somewhat my complaint of certain games. Like the Dark Souls and the Elden Rings and the Bloodborns.
Oh.
It's I would like to try everything, but everything is stuck on a stat requirement that I never get to try anything out.
I can't fucking believe we couldn't go 1 fucking minute without another fucking Dark Souls to talk. God fucking damn it. Never fucking end.
I got you now, Jess.
But
You know what? The struggles of Dark Souls do reflect in real life, as you literally are 7 years old. You never get the chance to try anything else besides going to school.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. School's just too long of a tutorial level, you know?
Really is.
They have to shorten
What
it.
is it now? I have to be 35. I need to be level 35 to be able to get out of school and finally get into the real world.
You know what? If the worst is once you enter into the real world, you start realizing the real world is fake too.
Yep.
It is going from one fake world to another fake world. It's just that you can choose to see the real world, but then the real world kind of blows, so you don't. Or maybe you do. But then you don't get as many friends, because not everyone is into the real world. They're all about the fake world. Fake world is pretty cool after all. So then you choose the fake world that's pretty cool, like video games. Which is another fake world, but at least you have some people that aren't fake, because they honestly tell you that you suck at that you just fucking suck, you should kill yourself. But at least they're honest about it. At least they're honest.
The most fun part of the world is actually having people that are honestly telling you suck.
Yes. It's also just like, someone is allowed to be good at something without like 50 million people getting super jealous. It's like, oh, we have to move him from the company because he's outshining us. Oh, we have to give him more work because he's doing too good.
The villain.
He went to heaven and I will surely go to hell. That's not true!
Calm down.
You're so kind. I don't know if I should just, like, in short, talk about what Hisano's problem is, or if that is something...
Killed her husband. Cheated on her husband.
No, it's actually very mild. It's like, she kind of wished her husband would be dead, but there's a reason for that, is that her husband became terminally ill, and he got, like, Alzheimer's and everything as well, so he forgot everything. At some point as well, and he kept forgetting things, and at some point she's just living with this guy who constantly needs to be taken care of and constantly goes, who are you? Which was just too painful for her to bear, I suppose. And she really just thought to herself, please just die. And then he did die, and then she was like, oh my god, is that because I wished it so? I'm a terrible person.
Glad you know.
But I think... No, I think that I understand though, like, here's the thing, like...
I do get something.
If you're married with someone, and they forget not just who you are, but also all the promises you made, he forgot so much that he's practically a different person. And he's always suffering too, right? Because of his illness. Sometimes it's like, at that moment you can't help but think to yourself, maybe it is better if he just went to, you know, just moved on from life. Graduate, as one would say.
But yes, graduation just means that you go to the that you just start being a solo career as a VTuber.
Yes. Do my clothes smell of incense? My husband Tsuki Meinichi is today, and I've just come back from visiting his grave. The fuck does that mean? By the way, Anna, do you know what Sekiro means? You see, this is very special meaning in Japanese, you know, Sekiro, which is why it's the title of the game. Because Sekiro means one-armed wolf. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all the mystique. Yeah, it's like Sekiro just literally means one-armed wolf.
Quickly, we need to localize this to change the name of the game. So that the other people understand.
Cool Wolfman with one arm. That's the new title now. When a person dies, the people who are left behind start to grieve, right? Why did this person have to die? That's the question everyone wants to know. How is it right that his life had to come to an end? The person did nothing wrong, and yet we want to think that they went to the gods. They've been summoned to heaven, and there's nothing we can do about it. We try to convince ourselves that sometimes we look forward to death, taking them up to the gods. You don't quite understand it yet, do you? I think I naruhodo. You really are a kind child. You can feel the kindness in Hisano's heart.
If this woman didn't repeatedly say that I'm a kind man, I wouldn't know I'm kind. And where's Inori when I need her?
I really need to have the operator go like, hey, did you know that you're actually a pretty nice guy? Like, you did pretty nice things. Like that one time you saved this person 10 minutes ago. I hope you know that.
Very kind you are.
By the way, like,
kind.
by the way, like, you know, conflicts are bad. Just like the conflict that is starting this war, that the world is ending. But remember that your mission is to stop the conflict from happening. I will remind you the next 5 minutes. Yes, it's about as annoying as Rosemon constantly fucking calling me saying, like, thank you for using our service. Thank you for using our service. Thank you for using our service.
That bitch, give me a discount.
I fucking helped her business like start in the first place, and she's not even fucking like, you know, that like she only has the Lalamons out to pay me back. Which is probably the weirdest fucking cashback ever.
It is the funniest system ever. It's like basically if you don't spot the Lalamons, you're just spending money on them.
If you do spot the Lalamons, you're just basically killing. You commit murder to get the boss right.
It's a worthy cost, Jess, don't you understand?
Listen, I might be committing genocide, but at least the boss bites are free now.
Those things knew what they signed up for, so it's alright.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You're a city boy. What do we call someone who's between 90 and 100 years old?
That meat?
So I went with the most nonsensical name, the Diceprecentenarian. Nope. Apparently I said no generarian. What the fuck does that mean? Why can't you fuckers come up with normal names for shit? You know, and you should have like a Gen Zer who's using like Zoomer slang. Talk to someone who's using like the most expensive, nonsensical, long ass fucking words as well. And they should they have to try to understand each other. They can't. Make a whole...
Basically a Zoomer talking to Welsh.
A Zoomer talking to a Final Fantasy 14 character.
Ah, Uranger.
A Zoomer talks to a ranger. What the fuck is he saying? What dost thou proclaim?
You know, though, there was a period where I was thinking about like throwing insults, but you're using the most like the Final Fantasy 14 like dialogue boxes,
yes.
Right? Where you just go on a long-winded tangent about something, and I realized that wait a second, we just need to have Uranger just called somebody.
Esogami High Gym. You attended basketball practice. I did? I wanted to be by the river so you can river. This place brings back a lot of memories. The first time I came here was also my first time in town. Right after the Ichijo family took me in. The sky was totally clear except for the setting sun. It was like Anne Orlando, that place in Dark Souls. Which isn't even out yet during this time period. Or it is, in Golden. But not in original. In Golden, Dark Souls is out. Like, just now I think, I don't know. But you were just a kid then, right?
Anne Orlando, what a fantastic level. Climbing up the rooftops to get shot at.
I looked, sounded, and acted like one, but it was just a mask I wore. And now that I don't have to wear that mask anymore, I guess it's time to step off the stage.
I can finally be myself and play Dark Souls 1.
Well, I haven't reached any conclusion yet. Besides, I'd never just wander off without telling you guys. It makes me feel kinda empty. Knowing that my real parents are dead, it's like I have no roots. You do have roots, they're in the ground, like your parents.
Imagine, you know, go through all of these emotional things just for you to then transfer to another school to do the same shenanigans again.
Dude, yeah, that you don't know is that you already had the whole ass anime arc last year, and he's having one again now, and he's gonna have one again the next year.
It's like he's just gonna be sitting there on his phone saying, "Oh yeah, your family died. Oh, that's so sad, man."
Yeah, he would be really good friends with this other friend I have, whose entire family got killed by his brother and his entire clan, and he has to take revenge for them. It was wild. They had like funky
Crazy.
eyes too. Cheer up, man. Even if it's a fake, it sounds bad to call it a fake, but you didn't do it to pull a fast one on you. No, you've got it all wrong. I'm happy. I'm glad there are such nice people out there in the world. Maybe the letter is true. Or maybe it's just a nice lie. But someone was there to give birth to me, someone was there to raise me, and someone is there to watch over me like this. I thought I had no roots, no ties to anybody, but that's not true. Took you long enough to get that picture, stupid! Stupid, I know you are, but what am I? I'm the one who told you that you'd be always half us, dummy, dum. Well, I'm rubber and you're glue. Girl's eyes are red, but he's laughing. It seems you were able to support it.
If I'm not there to tell you you're dumb, who is gonna?
When I go for a swim ugly, it'll be like old times. Oh yeah? Come to think of it, we used to play around here, didn't we? How about you? Wanna go for a dip? I better get home. Yeah, you don't have a choice! It's freaking cold! Anyway, imagine doing this in the fucking January. The water is frozen. The river is freezing. Sorry, and Ichan has got some girlfriends too. Like, this is probably the most fucking loser thing ever. But I'm making fucking fortunes wishing for relationships with women. Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm so cool. In fact, I'm so cool. I got this girl, who also is totally popular, to come towards me. Yeah, I'm so cool. She's gonna use me and abuse me. Amazing. She's gonna take my wallet. And empty it. Fantastic. Just the way I like it.
Just the type of women I'm looking for.
So, did you ask him what kind of girl he likes? Basically, nice girl, so the opposite of you. Nice! He didn't say anything about being cute, not even a beautiful woman or anything like that. Damn it, I put all my stats into my looks! Forget this, I'm tired of beating around the bush. By the way, Anis, right, if you want to try different things in Dark Souls, there's a simple solution. Just don't put anything in HP. Idiot.
Jess, here's the thing. I'm more talking about, not Dark Souls itself, but about all the Souls games where we have then much more interesting options.
Yeah.
Comes to magic.
Don't put anything in HP.
Oh no, you're already too late. I just made another character.
Full attack, no defense or health.
Well, you see, if there is ever a moment where I'm thinking of that, maybe when you do your Elden Ring run-outs, I'll just play whenever I can along.
What I'm thinking of doing actually is I'm gonna do a roulette on the class, and then whatever class I get, I'm gonna focus on building, like, the idea of that class, like the sheer idea of it.
So you're just gonna go through the Final Fantasy class.
Don't jump! You can still read manga! I can't believe I got beat by Chia. Okay, yeah, that is pretty crazy, but still.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. Just kill yourself. Do it.
No, don't listen to that dumbass. He's playing Dark Souls.
Jump, you asshole.
Don't do it.
Do it, you coward.
I'll fuck you. Just come over here. What? I know, I can't believe it didn't work.
Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, Jess.
I thought correction always worked. Why does it not work? And it's really weird, right? Like, I just corrected the woman, right? And she now hates me and wants to call the police on me. I don't understand what happened. Like, I thought if you corrected the woman well enough, they will just like you. What the fuck? Explain this to me, Ennis.
It means you were bad, Jess.
Damn it! Was my dick too small? Yes.
Everything and above, yes.
I can't believe it. What is your crime? I got small pee-pee. I'm pretty certain it's sexual harassment and assault. No, it's small pee-pee. That's my crime, officer. This guy's gonna go to jail for at least 30 years. No, officer! I can't! My dick will become smaller!
Don't worry, you're compensated with having a bigger asshole now.
No! The only thing I like stretching is my story! Well, that's a stretch. QI comedic cue the laugh track. So yeah, we decided to start a fake boyfriend to girlfriend relationship where we both know we're not really into each other. And we can become into each other later, but obviously I will have a real girlfriend later.
You're so nice to be around, Jess, do you know that?
Listen, Ennis, I hate the fake and gay society, so I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm gonna do to destroy the fake and gay society. Because if I'm obnoxious enough, other people will stop being fake about me too. The truth is, I have 50 girlfriends and I'm cheating on all of them. Wait, there's a joke. So I'm also part of the fake and gay society.
I love Persona 5.
Persona 5 is a whole other level. Which is canon in the anime, by the way. That like he also has all the girlfriends in the anime. The harem ending is the true ending of Persona 5. Join my harem! Actually, you know what? People are asking why Persona 4 would need a remake, and I can actually answer that. More romance options. Why should I not romance the nurse?
Yeah, you're right.
I think my problem with remakes more so is that modern remakes you always have to worry about things getting censored, and I just, that's something I also just don't want. I'm sure the handkerchief is glad to have been useful to fulfill its duty. Arigato. I apologize for saying I hated you when I first met you. I was hurt. You're usually more polite. How do you know why did we just met? You have become acquaintances with Seth. Yes, okay, but the bond forming, cool. He is the hanged man. Maybe he would like to hang out, man. I'm going home. Last time when I came to that meeting, I made everyone feel uneasy, right? After that, I was officially fired from the association. They told me not to come to meetings anymore. Well, it's my own fault. Left behind again. If it's okay with you, maybe we can have fun together. I'm usually by the liquor store at the beginnings of the week. I'm helping out there. Well, I'll be going. Oh boy, I can work as a janitor. Yes, nurse. But I'm not doing that. I need to increase my bond with the gym bros to get all the power I need to save Naoto.
Yes. Much more important matters.
I need to save Naoto so that he can join my Elden Ring Night Rain campaign against Caligo. I need all the help I can get, listen.
You really do.
Like, it seems that the only way to stop the fucking, like, unavoidable frostbite is to break the ice armor fast enough. But for that to happen, Ennis and myself
no.
need to be close enough.
No. The frostbite attack that he does, where he places an ice spike, we can break the ice spike.
Ooh.
Obviously, the fastest way to do that is with an ult of one of the best ulters in the game,
It
right?
would be your ult then, if you're playing
Yes.
Wilder. Yeah. As you know, this is the Wilder boss fight. Let's say an
But
old lady I want to talk about school. Just be brilliant in your
But,
classes.
maybe the old lady could help too.
The old lady is a hardcore gamer, I didn't know.
Yeah, you find out who's her main revenant on the line.
It's her main, and she's also actually good at it. She can actually solo the game as Revenant. Did you know that Revenant with Black Flame could not beat Caligo? Even with all the Starlight shards?
How so?
It just doesn't do enough damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pick a better character next time. And I wish Revenant was better. Anyway, let's nerf her again. We decided that nerfing Revenant's gameplay is not good enough. We also decided to nerf her character model and give her a man jaw.
No, I like my golf Lolita.
Yes, I will be able to Jimbro harder. What is life without Jimbroing after all?
Alright.
I guess I'll talk about the history of mathematics in Japan. Was on that originally? I was supposed to talk to the fox at some point, but I kind of forgot. A book came out titled Math Girl. I guess there must have been a math nerdette back then too, but it was just a drill book written by a girl. I was a bit of a nerdette back in my youth too. I'm just a boring housewife now. Time is cruel. Even Wasan has disappeared. Trying to make money the right way feels so stupid. Anyway, let's move on to the workbook. Oh look, they listened to the lecture. Yeah, I did listen to the lecture indeed. What's wrong with their eyes anyway? He has the same eyes as the protagonist of Hacker's Memory.
Poor man. No, I too would have those eyes after the ending of Hacker's Memory.
Now you see, that makes sense. That's fair. Can't wait for Time Stranger to enter the same way.
Yeah, I am fearing that too after seeing it being time travel, but
Who knows? And by the end of the game, it will time travel to a giant PvP coliseum.
no, I was kind of saddened by the fact that there wasn't any PvP mode. But you know what? I'm kind of glad in comparison.
Part of me feels like they're just balancing things for a PvP mode as DLC later. Who knows?
Could very well be, yeah. The main thing is that right now they didn't add it because the Cyber Sleuth's PvP was fun for a bit, but it quickly died.
Well, it also didn't help that Cyber Sleuth's PvP had no fucking double claws or anything like that.
It had absolutely no balancing in every sense, and even with Hacker's Memory, where they fixed some of the issues, it still was somewhat of a mess.
I think this game feels a bit more balanced to some extent, but yeah, oh man, the balance was completely off. The Digimon story has always been more of a single player experience.
Yeah. If it's gonna be at least a single player experience, that I hope we get some more PvP challenges going on as well. Besides
Yeah.
the fact that I find out that Mega Plus has the Digimons have like 6 times more stats than normal mode.
Yes. That sounds hilarious. How does one deal
So
with this?
yes,
Yeah.
Digimon Time Strangers, Mega Plus, no side quest, new game.
I am not going to do no side quests. Fuck off. I need those side quests to get those points, motherfucker.
I get it, but that's why I don't do any side quest.
I'm not going to. I don't. Yeah, I think the Mega Plus is already hard enough.
I think Mega Plus genuinely is designed with like with New Game Plus in mind. I'm gonna be real.
Most likely.
Like hard is just slightly more difficult as far as I can tell.
Yeah, hard doesn't seem much different from balanced.
It's pretty cool actually, you know, in one way or another. They did try to think of a little bit, but I think they could have increased the numbers a little bit more.
Yeah, I think for hard mode they could have.
Tiny weeny bit.
And they'd make it actually like a little bit harder, just a little bit.
And actually, you know what? I'm imagining that Mega Plus probably like just a slap-on mode. Right?
Mega Plus just seems like there for the masochists that find it funny. And to be fair,
Yeah.
those players do exist, right? That's the whole thing.
But, you know, for me, I'm looking at it from more the sense of, like, Mega Plus does feel like it's slapped on if the stats are increased, but I didn't read anything about, like, new gameplay mechanics added in there or stuff.
No.
Which I would have actually loved more.
Here I got the Death Suado, which Scudetto, which is a absolute shit weapon. Don't use it. And that's like half accuracy. You're never hitting anyone with it.
Be worth every penny.
Being non-committal, floating around. I see. I suppose these kind of feelings isn't gender specific. I just remembered something. Before we were married, you remember that my husband and I could only meet once a year, yes? We exchanged letters all the time. I'd wait by the mailbox every day, wondering when his next letter would arrive. The days one came would fill me with joy, but also I felt that reading it immediately would be wasteful. But I wanted to write my reply so badly, so I would grow impatient and read it carefully over and over. What were they about? Letters? How inconvenient. I suppose you would think so. But when you write a letter, it's like setting your feelings in stone. It's more than just words, it's your kokoro. When you find yourself somebody to love, try writing a letter for them. Alright, Rise, Yukiko, Nanako? Why are you writing to 3 different women? Why does one of them sound like your sister? The teacher? The teacher?! That's not even a name!
Ah, I remember the scene where seeing my husband fuck the teacher behind my back.
No, we're not going there. That's enough. We all have enough stupid genres here. We don't need to add NTR to the fucking weird fucking genres we made up in this game. Go stop. Stop. Anyway, I'm gonna get some books. I don't want to think about women anymore.
Pulls up the book, he sees NTR on there. No, leave me alone.
Anyway, I'm gonna think about women. Oh, I got a great blessing for women. Not stronger yet. What the fuck is great blessing? It's not even that great. What the fuck? Oh wow. The weather seems to be pretty bad today. Guess I should help a gym bro out. Looks like it isn't going to last until tomorrow, what means that we need to be more prepared before we... We have a task at him. I just bought a bunch of antiques from the estate sale. I found these strange letters with, but they're love letters. Don't Throwing them away is a bit cold, and returning them to their own is also. Yeah, hey, wait a minute, those are Isano's letters. Oh, those are the husband's letters to Isano. Oh, yeah, that's great. It's still raining though, so we're gonna help a friend out. We need our party member for the next Elden Ring Night Rain raid. You know, I would love a fucking actual Night Rain raid where you actually have like maybe like 10 players or something having to like fight against like some kind of super boss or some shit. That would be fucking epic. Like you have, or maybe there's 12 players. So you have like each has like their own map. Where they're playing with like a group of 3, and then by the boss fight they all work together to fight like this fucking super boss. That would be fucking epic.
With how great those ideas sounds, you should actually steam to pitch it somehow.
I really listen. I need a fucking game company. I need to convince Square Enix to let me make the Final Fantasy game like that. I somehow need to do this. Okay, how about I say I'm gonna make it with AI? They will totally do it. And then I'm not actually going to make it with AI. It was all a lie. It was all a lie.
SF チックっていうか、ああ、わかった。特撮の秘密基地っぽくないか。
ああ、ガキン頃憧れたっすね。
あれしんどいらしいよ、現場。滝とか火の中とか余裕で本人飛び込むらしいし。
ま、男のロマンの基礎だな。
まあそうね、気持ちはわかるかな。カンフーと一緒でアクションだしね。それに秘密基地って響きも結構ときめくよね。
I totally hear you.
実は私も小さい頃、ユキコンチの裏山あたりに作ったことあってさ、仙人に必殺剣を伝授されるわけよ。あちょー。
それは基地じゃねえだろ。けど考えてみると、この特撮っぽい場所ってナオトの心が出元なんだよな。だとすると結構可愛いとこあんのかもな。よし、急ごうぜ。
Well, let me prepare myself. I'm gonna jump right in. Lately, even the weather in here has been bad. It's a little strange. Senpai, we'll find him, won't we? Yes. Anyway, Naoto's dungeon is actually shorter, having 9 floors instead of the last few that had like 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So yeah, we're actually getting shorter dungeons now. There's not much to gimmicks in Naoto's dungeon. This is one weird thing where you have to get a key at floor 6 to open a door in floor 4 to get another key for doors for floor 6. Make it make sense.
Don't you love Silphco?
I love Silphco. I fucking hate Silphco actually. I dislike most Gen 1 dungeons, to be fair. I don't want to connect to the network. The first thing I'll see is a message that I'm gay and that I'm not gay. I got 1 life stone. I'm gonna throw it in.
Why?
For all the fucking crimes you have committed against me.
You don't have to be that salty about it.
I am. So yeah, right now, you know, like we kind of just went through our conversations in the part where we had like things to talk about. Now we're like at the dungeon and we don't know anything anymore. Let's talk about politics. No, God, no, please! Don't talk about politics! Okay, fine. How's your sex life?
Ah, the default.
Shut up, virgin. By the way, I'm a virgin as well, so I'll shut up as also.
Glad you understand.
I don't. That scene is fucking great. Actually, what is it called? I don't know how it's pronounced. Like, have you ever heard of the word anemonia? Or anemoia.
No.
It describes feeling nostalgia for something you've never experienced. Like you might see something like an old movie or like an old anime, and you've never seen that anime before, or haven't seen much anime like it before, but you feel nostalgic for some reason.
Oh.
I've had it a few times. Maybe it's part of me that's like, man, I wish I could have experienced this, like personally at the time. Like I watched, for example, this like one anime AMV. Like it's not really not really an AMV like on YouTube, but like it's a actual like animated music video from like really early 2000s or maybe late 90s, and like, oh man, I feel nostalgic for this, but I've never seen it before. But it feels like it. Just a certain vibe to it, you know? I don't know.
I think I had it with some animes, but it's been too long. Like I feel it with some of the older ones.
Yeah.
I never grew up with the example of Fist of the North Star, but I've seen some of the scenes. I'm like, this looks so much fun, and it kind of reminds me of some of the old things that I've seen.
Oh. It's a very interesting feeling to have. Damn it, nothing is weak to ice. I've got 2 ice users here. Good thing I got a devil with me before he starts slamming me in Elden Ring Night Rain. I hope that's one. I hope that one of the super raid bosses that needs 12 players to beat is just Libra again, but he's like 10 times as big and he has like giant fucking devil wings and just flies over to fuck off and do even more projectiles.
Be so much different from Cagliaga.
Yeah, but like it's constant projectiles and he's flying over very slowly. It's actually more just looming around in the air. So basically like Augur, but it's Toho. So what if you add a mechanic in those raids where one player can actually throw another player, so they can throw some players into the air on top of like Libra. You have to fight on top of Libra's back.
Yes, that sounds genuinely fun, but how do we implement it?
With insane crack addict energy.
You're right, you know, if we don't have some crack addict developers, then we won't be ever able to make any games.
Exactly. Basically, anyone says who says it's impossible, I fire, and then I hire people that say, "Oh yeah, I'll totally do it." And if they aren't able to do it, then I'm gonna punch them until they are able to do it.
Listen, I'm giving you I'll only give you 5 minutes to pull it off. But the pay is really good.
The pay is really good.
But you get only 5 minutes.
For every 5 minutes you don't finish, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Until you finish. But the pay is really good. You even get vacation days.
Vacation days is when I fire you.
I don't fire you. I care a lot about loyalty. I will never fire you for no reason. Except if you tell me that it's impossible. Like, oh, what the fuck do you mean it's impossible? Clearly you're not ambitious enough. We only have dreamers in this company. Maybe that's why we never got a game done. They're all just dreaming about the game but never making it. So, by the way, this is probably one of my favorite dungeon teams. It's just so, you know. Kind of feels like you're doing the final dungeon, but not really.
Yeah, it does almost sound like it. I was thinking of a moment where it's like, am I almost listening to like the Persona main team or something?
So I think one of the super weight boss for Elden Ring Night should also be like, you know, souped up patches. Real
But where is patches in all of this? Really?
Yeah, he had a bit too rough of a deal with Libra. He thought he could outsmart Libra in trading.
Yeah, you're right. You know, at least he thinks he can outsmart them, unlike Jess, who thinks I can just beat him.
I mean, to be fair, Ennis, we haven't actually tried to fight him in the overworld. I think we can do it. We just need some prep time. Day 2, we can totally do it.
I believe it too.
It would be mad if we couldn't. See what it did there?
Just so you know, if you ever plan on doing such a thing, just don't forget to get excited when we find anything madness-inducing.
Yeah. To be fair, they never made it. They never made it an achievement, so maybe we don't. Maybe we were never meant to.
No, it's similar to the Ice Dragon, I think, in that sense, where the reward for beating it is really good.
Yeah. By the way, they have like they made sure that fucking Margaret cannot be like scammed into falling into the lava at the crater when he summons himself on top of you.
Yes, I know. I've seen a clip of it.
Yeah, I love Margaret, right? Like even after death, he's still a generational hater. Like he's still after you.
Yep. But I think he's finally free with the Earth Tree being burnt and everything. But he keep fighting.
He's motivated by pure spite. Crazy. The bell-bearing hunter doesn't have any bell-bearers to hunt, so he just hunts the player instead. Okay, so like, does Melania have like two-hand swords? Or is it always like one-handing sword?
Melania?
In Melania,
yeah, she's always one-handing swords.
Okay, so I have another idea for a super weight boss. Melania, but she has two swords. Actually, no. She has three swords. She's gonna do full Ronono Zoro. She's going to... She's even gonna use some of Zoro's techniques as well. And one of her ults will be her just cutting a fucking mountain in half behind you.
She's going to 3 sword style, right?
Yes.
But this also means that she's able to, like, what was it called again? Have 3 status elements instead of only rod?
Yes. Not only these 3 status elements, but you could even shoot like 3 different elements as like sword slashes as well. Because fuck it, why not? Make her an absolute menace. Speaking of menace, what about Manus, but souped up? No, maybe not him. Maybe not him.
See, I think Manus is just kind of a boring boss, right? What we really need is the Battle of Chaos in all of its glory.
Yeah, the Battle of Chaos, but don't change anything. And the 12 players all have to survive. If one player dies, the entire one is reset.
Yes.
And the 12 players can easily bump into each other. It's like a new mechanic where if you like walk into another player, they just trip over.
Make it, you know what though? I think it's not annoying enough. Make it so that when you get past the first bed, right?
Yes.
And you get close to one of the 3 routes, you just go to the same room again. The same type of room. So it's like infinitely looping until you get to the core.
I think we should also make sure that the floor randomly gets broken instead of in set patterns. Ah yes, the bad game design. because
Do you mean that Battle of Chaos is the best designed thing in the entire game?
Yeah, best boss ever, my favorite.
People sleeping on this boss, yo.
Yeah, they're sleeping on it, but I don't think for the reasons you think they're sleeping. I don't think. Yeah, they're sleeping. Just like on Augur. They're sleeping on the Augur boss fight. Literally.
注意して電撃ダメなやつがいる強い相手じゃないよ負けないで
Also, we have a new enemy type. It's the Walk again, but with a yellow mask instead of a blue mask.
Ooh.
敵は4体数を減らして
Don't you also think it's crazy that this game and Neptunia for the longest time, and some other games, just do not have the earth element at all?
もうクマ大活躍じゃん
Not have the earth element at all.
Even certain games like
That's
Final,
interesting.
even certain games like Final Fantasy barely have the earth element. Like obviously it has Quake sometimes.
敵が立ち直った早くやっつけて
Quake is it's oftentimes one of those very powerful spells that is like kind of hidden
敵が立ち直った
Yeah.
away from the player. Every time it is there.
やるぜ
2体ダウン Are you ready?
Also, it was kind of weird that Final Fantasy X only had like fucking 4 elements. That was weird.
倒せないクマ
Why only 4? What happened to Wind?
It's like a natural element, so
That's not.
they're more for visual flair.
Shut the fuck up. I like magic systems in Souls-likes too, because most of the time it's like, oh yeah, you have like 4 elements sometimes. It's usually like lightning, fire, ice, but also not really ice, and magic, and that's it. That's all you get. Nothing else. Imagine
Oh,
having more
no,
elemental types. No, terrible.
No, Frostbite is only what do you call it? A status element, but it is bound to magic.
Yeah. That's why I said Souls-likes in general.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking of for the moment for the Souls games.
Yeah, but for,
Right?
but
Because
for Dark Souls
right now
specifically,
for Dark Souls.
it's like fire and magic, and that's kind of it. And lightning.
No. Lightning and light are 2 separate elements, so you have 4.
Yeah, you have holy as well.
That's it. There were some mechanics going on in Dark Souls 1, but those were kind of whatever. You had, I don't remember Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3's exact details, because I never really focused too much on those 2 games. Elden Ring, as you can tell, besides those, have the status elements that you've also noticed.
Yes.
Like Madness is just a status element, but it's fire and element. That's it. Bleed. Yeah, bleed, poison.
Like, have you ever heard of this thing called Wind and
Fire.
Earth? What?
It was Neo. If we go to Neo as one of those other examples, it had a lot more elements actually.
Didn't Neo also... Like, how many elements did Neo have?
Like I know water, fire, we have wind, earth,
下がってるよ
I'm
we have
wondering...
also lightning. But I'm thinking of if ice was an element or just the damage.
It might have been metal. I'm starting to... I would wonder if they would go for... Yeah, maybe it is those elements. I don't really know.
準備 OK
They would know
Like
that.
those 5 elements.
Yeah, it's in Japan, so they probably don't go for the Chinese elements, the common Chinese elements, I suppose.
ないからよしけカモンよっしゃトラメダリ
Yeah, so it's always interesting to talk about like magical, like elemental types of magic damage as well.
ー
Because the fire, lightning, and ice is like the most basic ones, and it's usually because the idea is like fire is energy in and of itself. Lightning is fire, but actually more intensified, you know, more intense energy. And ice is like meant to be the opposite of fire, so the opposite energy. And that's why those 3 magic types are the most common.
レベルアップしたぞよ
Whereas with others, it's just like, well, you know, it's just elements with magic.
クマ大人の階
It's something you kind of can't help but wonder, is like, why not just have different elemental magic anyway? The biggest reason why you might not see as much magical elements is because it would be too much in balancing stuff and coding shit. That I just don't. Oh, this wind is ice magic now. Oh, this water is also ice. Yes.
Yeah. You know, there's that thing that I do like with Elden Ring more than actually Dark Souls did this, right? Where they try to give the elements always some sort of identity to them, or more of the magic type that you're casting an identity to them.
Yes.
Which was somewhat... No, it wasn't carried over to Elden Ring. Elden Ring just went completely different and gave you just schools of magic that do different shenanigans instead. But it was always like, the sorceries were all stuck to magic, but they were always doing like... We're always focused on the offense more than anything else. Whereas miracles were focused, you know, they were magic that more... It's rare to find holy magic. Holy is such a rare element in Dark Souls. If even in Dark Souls 3 it's rare.
Yes.
Kind of funny. And so your only offensive spell was Lightning Spear in the miracle category. And Wrath of God.
You know, I just casually got the Wrath of God spell, don't worry about it.
No, you know, it's a rare one to find. It's a big explosion, so that's it. But it's like, yeah, you know, thinking about like the Souls game specifically, they really do seem to like, and all the other games, right? Magic does seem like a lot less cooked and more focused on the melee portions.
I feel like it's in general that they wanted a slightly low magic setting, I guess. More supernatural setting than magic.
Like with Neo, for example, it was all about like the elements came mainly from your summons.
Yeah, summons.
From your guardians.
Wait, no, wait, there was ice. There was ice in Neo.
Was it ice?
Yeah, there is ice. There are like ice summons and stuff as well. I'm pretty
just
sure.
trying to remember if it's completely separate, but you know, I can look it up for a moment to double check that part. But I always felt that Neo was kind of like the elements had their status elements in them, right? If you stack them up, but if you go for the magic itself, it's always kind of boring.
Yes.
Just here's a ball that you can throw at an enemy. Or an AoE, or this.
I think it's because they're afraid the game might become too easy, or you become too overpowered, or the feeling changes too much if you are able to use more magic. But
yeah.
I sometimes just think like
there was some sports stuff going on, but it's not as
like.
What do you say? Magical.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you don't have to necessarily give me like super broken spells. Just give me different elemental spells. Give me something.
Give me some, yeah, something with more flair, more effects. Make it more different.
Yeah, make the spells just do different things.
Like, yeah, the talismans, talismans do like different actions, right? But those weren't that interesting most of the time. Like, of course, you had a defense buff and they've been increasing regen and healing, but it never felt magical or crazy. Like, you don't remember Neo for its magic.
No.
It's the whole thing with it.
Especially like a Souls-like game, I can think of a magic is just really something you'd use a lot. It was definitely like Code Vein. It definitely had some really good spells and shit.
It really did try to go hard, even though at some point some of them really did just become, well, I mentioned last time, just another projectile in a different color. I noticed.
Kind of how most magic gets used, unless they go really creative with the magic spells. Like action games can often go really wild because they don't have to worry too much about the balancing, and they usually like to give you AoE attacks. And like a lot of Souls-likes that don't really want you to be able to fight multiple guys at once. Which is why everyone hates ad fights, because they, you know, they go against the whole fucking idea of like, you should probably carefully kill enemies one by one and like try to like separate them. And fight them carefully, methodically. Anyway, he's an ad spawning boss that constantly spawns ads, so you cannot do that.
How about 380s? Like, no matter what, every game tries their best to just have one of those fights that just is a middle finger towards you.
Yeah. Somehow I can't imagine. I kind of feel like the Yeti's the worst one. I actually cannot really think much of a random enemy that was as obnoxious as a Yeti. Like the crabs in Dark Souls 3, probably.
Like I could see them as like a mini boss, right?
Yeah.
But the Yeti, but 3 of them in one field was just terrible.
The funny thing is, like, I think just beating one of them in the overworld somehow seems impossible to me. I've never done it. In the deep dungeons, I probably beat one. There was a boss where I had to fight 2 of them, and I could beat one of them, but after that, like, I was already, like, conked out. I got easily beaten by the other one. Like, holy shit. They're too fucking hard. Sometimes I feel like those really fucking crazy guys in Sekiro seems more beatable in comparison. Those guys at the Senku Temple.
For me, it always ended up being like a crapshoot. It's not even funny.
The problem with them is that they're very close together too, so like, you can never 1v1 them. No, unless you just assassinate one of them in time, I guess. And even then, they're very hard.
They have a lot of HP too.
They have a lot of HP. They're very tricky movements. Man, I have so much money now. I'm gonna waste all of it on crack. So that I can make my video games. I will endure the dark. I got one go home out of that, so I can finally go home.
Why do you want to go home?
Home was pretty nice. I got video games there and snacks. Some people say that you can't just live life eating snacks and playing video games all day, and I'm so like, you don't know me. I totally could. And now I'm gonna do squats in front of my video game. Naoto's going to be altered here. Why would he want that? What are you talking about? Anyway, I'm going home. I need to make some summons and start doing side quests. What do you mean side quests? Were you right here to save Naoto? Now we're doing some side quests instead. As you do.
You haven't even found where Naoto's at.
He's at the dungeon, so, you know, probably. So I'll just, you know, I'll just get some fucking side quests.
Naoto's going to die. We'll be fine.
It'll be fine, you know, like the side quests, you know, they just work. Don't worry about Naoto. I'm gonna have a fucking elephant. With Mazionga for some reason, I don't know why.
Oh yeah, the best, the elephant, the best guy.
The wall. But you know what?
Physical.
I am not going to give him any rage techniques.
Because Jess doesn't know how to meta game. Let's be real here. He's kind of a scrub in that sense.
To be honest, I don't know if he even gets it naturally.
In this game, who knows?
Also, I just don't like rage. I don't like rage baiting like Ennis. That's not my style.
I'll just say L plus skill issue.
Is it really a skill issue when I'm winning without having to use cheap moves? Is it you with a skill issue?
Is it cheap just when the game gave it to you?
Yes, being cheap just means that something is like easier, like easily gotten without much effort. It has nothing to do. It's not cheating. It's a different fucking word, you dumbass. Yes, it's cheap. Look, to fucking buy a dictionary. God damn it.
I can't believe it. I didn't know Jess became suddenly such a soul elitist.
Oh man, there's so many things. There's so many things I would be willing to do to you, but I'd go to jail.
It's like it took him so long for him finally to understand all of this, but no.
Listen, I'm just saying that something is cheap, and I don't like being cheap. Like, all I'm saying is that it's not a skill issue if I'm winning without using the cheap tricks. You know, I know you're trying to gaslight me from that point, because you can't actually counter-argue that point. But fuck you, I'm gonna go back to that point. He's quiet, guys.
Why is it cheap, Jess? What makes it so cheap?
I'm not gonna argue that it's cheap, right? And I'm asking you, it's like, how is it a skill issue when I'm not using it, I'm still winning?
Fair enough.
Look. God damn it. I'm cool.
Well, what happened, Jess? I gave you the right. You won. What now?
And now that I won, I'm gonna like hang my internet argument trophy on my shelf and be very proud and like call my mom.
At least I'm glad you can call your mom about it. Finally, she gets a phone call for once.
Listen, I'll come back with a counter argument in 5 business days.
That's what I thought.
Funny thing is, I'm actually going to the forest with her tomorrow, so like I'm gonna be walking a lot.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna be walking a lot, and when we're done walking, I'm gonna be gambling with you.
Oh no. And you know, when you go walking with your mom, you can tell your mom that, Mom, I finally made friends with pets that have bad influence on me.
I already told her that we're gambling, though. I even told her about chocolate babunka.
Did she at least see it?
I probably should have shown her. You know, Bromladashi is really not. I really like their food, but whenever I eat their food, I get super fucking gassy. Holy shit. I don't know why. Just like, goddamn. It's just constant gas. Why? Because the food is gas, bro. Yeah, okay, but I don't want to release all of the gas. It's just constant gas. Why does it do that to me?
Maybe you have some weird reaction to the grease or something.
I don't really know.
No, I couldn't tell you.
That's why I only eat like. That's why I don't eat her too often, like once a week, I think. But I prefer not to eat more than once a week.
But if you finally went to high school Rotterdam, you could eat it every lunchtime.
I probably wouldn't eat it every lunchtime though. Also, I would constantly be farting in the classroom. I don't think it's a good idea.
Oh no, at least still. No, it's not enjoyable. The problem.
It's not enjoyable at all. It's like at least I enjoy the smell of shit in the air. By the way, I looked it up, but Pirate Warriors 4 does have co-op online as well with story mode, so we can totally do that game, which is fine.
Yes.
Only thing I'm wondering is how I'm gonna do like a second save file, so we can start not being too over leveled. I'll think about that one.
Besides the classic old, you just go into the Steam folders and just make a
Yeah.
save of your backup.
That is certainly one way of doing it. Oh well, we'll see.
闇属性が効かないやつがいるよ
You have a new enemy type, the spaceship.
じゃないよ負けない
UFO.
敵3体頑張って
That's kind of weird. Has a lot of HP.
決めるぜペルソナはいはい覚悟はいいな
敵ダウンみんな準備 OK?
誰に言ってんだ
いけーぶっ飛ばしちゃえ
So what are you planning to do after you finish Digimon?
I wanted to replay some games.
Oh, that's a good idea.
In mind.
Gonna play Dark Souls 1 again.
No.
I can't wait for Ennis to replay Kingdom Hearts 2. Finally, he's gonna finish the game.
That's something that Jess certainly dreams of.
Well, I can't believe Ennis is finally replaying Pokemon X and Y. It's been 10 years since he last played the game.
Unironically, probably is. Wait, no, when did Citra? It's been 5 years. It must have been 5 years.
Oh, really? What the fuck? now the psychic damage
Because
to
I
myself.
did have it in 3DS, so yeah.
That's more like I could have sworn you played it like not too long ago. But maybe it is, and I'm just psychic damaging myself now with feeling older. I'm really excited to hear Ennis' replay of Trackable Sagas.
It was a really good game to look at, though.
It was a funny game.
Oh yeah, I'm confused with the DS one.
No, yeah, you're confusing with the DS one. You know, Dragon Ball Sagas, you know the bad one? The one we played together?
Oh, it's just such a good one. Such a good time. For the wrong reasons.
Like, good. So what games exactly are you like planning to replay?
Witch Spring R, actually.
That's a good one. One day I should do that on the channel too and do like the hard mode that like adds a bunch of stuff. And
There's the hard mode. There's also like the extra DLC story that's added onto it. Yeah, the free DLC, mind you.
Alright, I think that's enough for today, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Next time.
See.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Persona 4. We will save Naoto and find out she's actually a she.
What are you talking about, Jess?
The gaslighting will fucking end. Also, you know, Friday, the return of Hitman, I am unprepared as fuck. Can't wait. And Sunday, we'll continue Hollow Knight. Unless Ennis wants me to play Hollow Knight on Friday and Sunday, which also would be fine with me.
No, I'm fine with Hitman.
Alright, we're doing Hitman on Friday. And then we're doing Hollow Knight on Sunday. And it's just the usual few weeks. And and of course some gambling in between, because what is life without gambling?
I swear, people, I'm not a bad influence.
He's a terrible influence. Arrest him, officer. And I'll see you guys next time.